Well, well, well.
Hey.
Welcome back, KP. How you going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. Happy New Year, my friend.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
I know. Haven't seen you for a few weeks.
Wait, we saw each other. We did do a podcast after Christmas, not after New Year.
We did.
It was that one where John just disappeared. We're doing a podcast and John just vacates the building.
He did.
He like did the biggest Houdini ever.
I know. It was, I think because it was supposed to have his son's birthday on the 1st.
I can't remember. All I remember was us paying him out. Wild.
Remember like just me talking like this?
He was just sitting there for
And
so
not-
long. He was like this.
And I put a picture on there.
Yeah, so we just like we'll just
Wait, I think I got the picture here.
we'll just get a picture up of John.
Wait, I had this picture. Where is it? If I can find it. Is it this one? No.
That's his box. I don't know what it was called, but he did just pop
I'll
up.
find it. Is it?
Yeah, he's with us. John is with us, guys.
John's with us, guys.
He's come to the podcast. It's
Oh,
wild.
yeah, that picture was like just sitting there.
And then Reborn was like, why is John just sitting there?
We haven't got many in the chat tonight, but hopefully people filter through.
Hopefully people filter in. It's wild. We've got a few. So Divine Scribe says hi. So long time no see.
He wrote that a few, like, because what happened was when we scheduled the show.
Well, I got a notification that HFD Media was going live at 7:55 a.m. and I was like, what? I was like, I don't know about this. Because the show got scheduled incorrectly. So, and then Rob says, oh crap, I'm too early. Gonna get a drink. I'll be back. And then me and you with the Wilds.
Yeah. No, it was. I scheduled that really early in the morning.
Yeah.
So I just made a mistake. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Doesn't matter. Well, we got like it says there's some people viewing. You know, if you're new to the chat, please remember to like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, guys, subscribe to the channel. It's a new beginning today, guys. We're 2023 first podcast.
2023. Can you believe that? What? Our first podcast was 2021.
Yeah, September the 30th.
2021.
Yep.
There you go. So we were talking about it. We're coming up to 50. Obviously, we've done other shows. Like we've got the Man United one, the footy one.
Yeah.
So we've done more than 50 shows, obviously. But the actual HFD podcast is coming up in 4 episodes for a 50 milestone, isn't it?
That's true. And yeah, it's exciting.
It is.
We might have to do something massive for the 50.
I think we have to.
We have to.
We have to.
But what did you do for New Year's, man, and Christmas?
Not much,
we,
man.
we said about Christmas.
Yeah,
but how
we
about
just
New
had
Year's?
we had a quiet one, watched the fireworks and that where
Yeah.
we were, and just chilled out. Me and Jess,
Yeah.
it's a quiet one.
We actually went down to Somerton Beach.
Yep.
And because Glenelg and Brighton have the same have the fireworks,
Yeah.
you could see both on each side. So you turn right, you'd see Glenelg,
Yeah, cool.
and then you turn left, you see
So you got to see both fireworks.
Yeah.
That's wild. Which
yeah.
one was better?
So I think the Brighton ones look better. But
Yeah,
that's
better
because
than
I was probably
Glenelg?
closer to Brighton.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, and then at midnight, because I got small kids, so we went back home, and when it went midnight, I went outside and
Because you got a killer view from your...
yeah, I could see all the fireworks, and I kid you not, like the next door neighbor had like full on fireworks just outside the
so
house.
he just had something.
Yeah, and I was like, what the heck? Like it was just caught me off guard a bit. Like,
wild.
I was like, what's going on here? So yeah, that was pretty cool, and you could see the city, you could see Glenelg. So yeah, and yeah, it's been good so far.
Yeah, that's good.
Been good so far. Just
Good New Year.
yeah, went for a drive to Moonta Bay.
You said you went to Moonta, eh?
That was so nice. There,
You took the
man.
kids to the pool and that, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a little splash thing, like a water slide.
Yeah.
And the kids loved it, man. And then went to the beach afterwards, and just oh man, the beach was like, it's like an
Just
oasis.
clear. Yeah.
Clear, the sand soft.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was beautiful. So definitely want to go back again, guys.
That's wild.
If you ever like in South Australia,
That
go to
way.
Moonta Bay is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It's down near Wallaroo Way, isn't it?
north, just say northwest.
Yeah. Down Wallaroo Way and stuff like that, isn't
It's just like 2 minutes away from Wallaroo.
Yeah.
5 minutes away from Wallaroo.
Cool.
So I loved it, man. I love going for long drives.
it? You like it?
Yeah, I'm a big
Yeah?
yeah.
So what's like, do you like, let's say, driving from here to Melbourne, you like that?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. Do you?
Well, I like going to Melbourne, but I think the most boring part's the drive. I don't mind.
I look at it as an adventure.
Yeah, I
like,
don't mind.
that's how I see it.
I don't mind the drive. They don't. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had the King of the North was down.
Yeah.
For New Year, and he came along with us to Moonta.
Yeah.
And he actually drove for the first time ever in his whole life.
Oh, from Melbourne to here.
Yeah, he drove. So
it's good. It's not a bad drive, Melbourne.
Yeah, I was on the phone to him going, "Oh, where are you now?"
Yeah,
and it was kind of it was cool, like experiencing that with him.
He would have driven past the Pink Lake and all that. We loved it.
But just word of warning, guys, just don't use the Macca's Neil toilet at Neil because he destroyed it.
At Neil.
Yeah, he destroyed it. Actually, you know what? There's a story. Like I went to Horsham once. I had to go to the toilet. I destroyed the Macca's toilet there.
In Horsham.
Yeah, destroyed it. That was a long time ago, though.
That's wild.
They must have upgraded since then. You know what I mean?
Rob says, seen on YouTube, many foreigners quite disbelieving on how clean our beaches are.
How clean are they here? In
Well,
SA especially.
Yeah. Is it SA or Australia? SA?
Well, you know what? If you go to St Kilda in Melbourne, it's not that nice.
Nah.
But if you go to any of
our beaches are clean. Yeah.
Glenelg's a bit murky and Henley Beach, but like Brighton, Seacliff, Grange.
Our waters are clean. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people that diss Adelaide don't know about our beaches.
No, probably not.
And
we've got good beaches.
We've got great beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you love the beach, Adelaide. Look, it's not a place where you go surfing because there's no surf here.
If you want to surf, you go to Middleton and stuff.
Yeah, but like as a Adelaide, like if you're living here, you wouldn't surf here.
No, you'd go to Middleton.
Yeah, but for kids, they're like
it's the best.
Like little kids, like 4 to 7, it's perfect for them because it's like a pool, man. And you know what I mean? You're not going to get dunked by waves. So
we've had a big boot in the chat from Zakal. He says, "Hi KP and Chrissy, how are you? Happy New Year 2023 to you and everyone on the live chat." And he's put all these fireworks and stuff there. And
Happy New Year
emojis. And Rob says, "Happy New Year to Zakal."
Happy New Year, Zakal. Good to see you back in 2023, and it's going to be a big 2023, I think.
It is. It is.
You know, we got the AFL podcast going to really go nuts.
If you were to, I know it's very early for AFL.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the premiership favourite?
Right now?
Yeah.
I've got to say Geelong because they won it and their list. I mean, they lost Joel Selwood, but they've got some good players in. So
I reckon Melbourne are going to bounce back.
Melbourne's another one, but yeah, Geelong, Melbourne.
I just think they bounce back. Melbourne, they have to. Their squad's too.
I'd see with Melbourne
pretty good.
They got Grundy from Collingwood. And I don't know how that's going to work with Gawn. I just don't know how that works.
Well, one's going to go forward, aren't they?
Yeah, I know, but like, are they a forward though? They're a ruckman.
Well, if a ruckman like Paddy Ryder did it, if you can learn how to play forward as a forward, you're dominant, aren't you? Because you're big.
I just think having two dominant rucks like they do, and they play similar style. I don't know.
Well, maybe Gawn's getting a bit older. Maybe he wants to spend more time in the forward line because he's getting. How is he in his 30s now?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we go. But
ruckman is hard on the body, jumping knees.
It is.
So that's probably spend some more time in the forward line.
I used to be a ruckman, and yeah, it is.
It's hard on the body.
It is hard on the body
because you're jumping, and when you played, it would have been even worse.
It was
because it was a run up.
Yeah,
now there's no run up.
You used to get sprigged a lot.
Remember the run up back in the day, like Sean Wren and that Primus? It was like running from 20 meters, just cracking each other.
Yeah,
it was way worse.
Well, every time you get a goal, it's like, why'd you get a goal for, man? Now I got to ruck again.
Yeah. Rob says too hard to win 2 in a row. Calm the Demons.
I think the Demons.
They're going to bounce back. I think.
I think my team Port will bounce back. They had a rough year, but I don't think they'll win the premiership. But
Crows, I don't think my team will make the 8.
Well, they're saying, they're going to make the 8. Even Johnny said, they could make the 8.
We all know how Johnny's tips went last year, so you're going to take his.
Actually talked to him today,
he reckons Crows are going to make the 8.
He reckons, they'll be up, I said to him, I don't think so. We'll see.
Dude,
we'll see.
I'm like the only Crows fan that admits our coach is shit. They aren't making anything with his crap.
You don't like him? What's his name? Nick, not his name? Steve? No, what's his name?
It's Matty, isn't it? Not Matty. It's
Matthew Nix. No,
it's not Matthew. I don't even know his name. He's Hess. It's not even too old or too Hess. He's too Hess. He's shit, bro.
What's his
What's
name?
he done? What's he done?
His name's Nix.
You could ask the Dom when he gets
His
in.
name's Nix.
I can't remember.
Steve Nix?
Stevie Nicks, I think.
Nah, it's not Steve. What's his name, chat? Come on.
He's just shit.
I'm at a mental blank.
Did his shit.
Well, he's been there for a while.
Yeah, but what had he done
Would
before
you,
that?
would you say Hinkley shit?
Hinkley's a better coach than him because Hinkley took over Port when they were in turmoil.
I think Hinkley's had some bad luck as well.
And then he got Port. Listen, I hate Port. You know that.
I know.
But he took over Port when they were the worst club probably in AFL history, what they were going through. Remember, they were the first team to lose to Gold Coast to GT. That was terrible.
Yeah, but like that.
No, but then he took
that
over.
That would have happened if Gold Coast would have came through now. They would have beat North.
No, but what I'm saying is
yeah.
he went through a period where, let's say, arguably Port were one of the worst teams in.
Oh yeah, we were.
In AFL,
I don't know if
one of
history.
I'm saying, at the time, one of the worst.
Yeah.
And he turned that around with the help of the club structure and all that, and got them to back to finals, back to back, whatever.
Yeah, he did.
But I think he's a bit of a choker. He's choked.
Yeah.
But then the players have got a part to play in that.
Of course.
Too. What's the Crows coach's name, Dom?
Nick Stevens.
What's the Crows coach's name?
Nick Stevens.
No, not Stevens.
What's his name?
Nix.
Nix. Yeah, but what's his full name?
Nix is his surname.
Yeah,
what's his full
Matty?
name?
Not Matty, is it?
What's
Matty
his
Nix was
full
that
name?
scout.
What's his full name? Matthew Nix?
Matthew Nix. That's what I said.
Matthew Nix.
Oh, don't at me. Is the Crows coach's name?
Oh my God, Don't At Me's in the chat.
How are you?
Bravo.
Happy New Year, everyone. Tell
Wow.
us the Crows coach's name, don't at me, please. Yeah, but
Matthew Nix.
Listen,
Matthew
as much
Nix.
as I dislike them and him, you have to say Hinkley's a better coach than Nix. He is. He's proven.
Oh yeah, at the
And
moment,
he
yeah,
did
he's made prelims.
He is. I
But
don't
is
think
he-
to open that now. Do it later. I'll do it after. Yeah, he's proven.
He's proven.
You'd have to say he's a better coach than Nix. He is. It's no, but he's a bit of a choker.
Yeah.
But his
He's
team,
definitely
his team have played a part in that too, not just
Oh, of
him.
course.
It's not always the coach. Like,
He got-
remember what's his name? Mark Williams used to get branded as a choker, but it was his team as well, wasn't it? It wasn't just
course.
him. You're
It was, but
effectively once you put the players on the field,
I know
it's up to them.
there's some tactics I haven't liked with
yeah,
Hinkley.
Matthew Nix. Yeah, I agree.
Matthew Nix. Yeah.
I think he's. Listen. I think he's lucky to still be in a job. I don't think he should still be the coach.
There's some stuff I don't like about Hinkley, like some of the tactics sometimes he uses. Like in that prelim against the Bulldogs, he put our best tagger on the bench at the first bounce, right?
Stupid. So you're done.
And then Liberatore
Just tore it
cut
up.
shreds through us. So, yeah.
So which team punched above their weight in 2022 and where the coach deserves credit, Rob is saying? Which team punched? I think Geelong didn't, they weren't expected to win the flag.
I didn't think so.
I don't think anyone thought they were going to win, and they won the flag. So you got to give credit to Scott, even though he's a premiership coach already, but he won a flag with a team that was not expected to win the flag.
They had yeah, because
Don't you think?
everyone was saying too old, too slow.
Yeah. So he was not, and he won the flag. So you got to give him.
Yeah.
I think he's coach of the year. I think.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
personally, That's.
I think
Whereas when you look at the Crows, Nick's, we won like 4 games.
I
That's
think
terrible.
I think you got to give Carlton.
Carlton,
what's his name? Vossi.
Vossi did okay.
Yeah, and I know they missed out on finals, but I think they did really well.
See, a lot of the time, I think that's to do with, from my experience of soccer, and that's to do with the playing group as well. When you're not a team that's experienced to play in finals and things like that, you choke a bit because if you don't have those senior players around that have been there and done that, it's like uncharted territory for you. So
no, it was definitely definitely Voss. He was really good.
Tate is still shill. I don't know what Tate is a shill. He says Tate is a shill.
Yasu, my friend. Who's
Con, how you doing anyway? He says
that?
Tate is a
Who's
shill.
Yasu, my friend.
Let me read this. All right, I'll read it. Artemis says, Yasu, my friends.
Yasu.
Artemis, how you going?
Yasu, Tikanis.
And Don't At Me says, Collingwood punched above their weight. I don't know.
Collingwood did, yes. They did.
Zakel says, KP, Cristiano Ronaldo left Manchester United and went to Saudi Arabia team for $350 million a year. Listen, there's something I wanted to bring up about the Ronaldo thing, right? So do you know in the Piers Morgan interview, I've got it clipped now. Obviously, listen, I didn't tell Chris, so we don't have it there.
What's going on?
We don't have it there to bring it up on the screen. But do you
Sorry
know,
about that, guys?
in the Piers Morgan interview,
Yeah.
Piers Morgan said to him, he goes, Cristiano, because he's trying to talk to him like he's his mate. He goes, Cristiano, he goes, if it was all about the money, he goes, you would be in Saudi Arabia, wouldn't you? And Cristiano Ronaldo goes, correct. He goes, but I want to play Champions League football. And then a month later, he signs for Saudi Arabia. And he's got the nerve to say he cares about the fans of Man United when he just lied on national fucking TV.
Wait a minute. Isn't there a deal where Newcastle make the Champions League?
Well,
he gets transferred?
The manager of Newcastle said that's a load of shit, but they're saying it could be true because apparently the Saudis that own Newcastle own the club. If they want to turn around in a year and go, yeah, he can go there, he can.
Yeah.
But the manager of Newcastle said it's a load of shit. So
Okay. Well, I heard that, so it's a lot of money, but does he really need the money anyway?
the fact that he lied, because Piers
Yeah.
Morgan said to him, if it was all about money, you'd go to Saudi Arabia. And he said, exactly, but I want to play Champions League football. And then a month later signed. He lied.
Yeah.
So that's why the fans are like, don't turn around and say you love the fans and love the club when you've bullshitted.
Yeah. No.
I just think this showed no one wanted him.
Yeah.
And it's a man. And listen, it happens to all of us, mate. It happens to every man, woman. He's a man that can't accept he can't do it at the level he thought he could
No.
anymore.
And
it's hurting him. He can't take it.
And having a World Cup that he did.
It was
didn't help
terrible.
him.
He got put in the worst team of the World Cup.
Yeah.
He scored one goal, Chris, penalty.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and then you know you have
And then you got a guy. No, but not just Messi. You got a guy that was at his current club, Manchester United. Marcus Rashford started one game, scored 3 goals in 60 minutes or something for the club that he just left, and now is in the form of his life. Ronaldo's not there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know.
Why was Rashford benched?
For England,
Yeah.
because Southgate just is loyal to his people. Listen, Southgate is a coach that he's loyal to people, and he played Sterling, who his house was robbed. He went back to England and then went back to Qatar, and he picked him. Like,
Oh, okay.
so, you know, I don't know.
Oh,
Rob says cash is king. That's why he went there, which is true.
Yeah, cash is.
Regardless of how much, Ronaldo's got 450 million net worth, right?
Yeah.
But he's getting that yearly now.
Yeah.
So he's making everything he's earned in his lifetime,
Yeah.
he's getting in a year now. That's like saying, Chris, everything you've earned in your life, you can make in this next year. It's hard to say no.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think any human's going to say no, are they?
No.
But I think he's proven it's about money to him now, isn't it? Whereas there's other players, Rooney back in the day, there's players that have rejected these offers because they cared about the football.
I just think no one wanted him.
No, I don't think anyone wanted, because it's too much.
So he had no choice.
Because
I don't think.
the interview backfired for him because it shown that there's a circus with him. Don't you think? It made it seem like, listen, what if let's just say Juventus, for instance. Let's say Milan, because he's never been there. Let's say AC Milan thinking, oh, should we sign Ronaldo? And then the manager's like, yeah, but what if I drop him and he goes and does an interview? That's what it's at.
You know what would have been really noble if he did? Like, stay with Manchester United, see it out, try your best there, and if you're going to get picked,
exactly.
That's what he should have done.
And then at the end of the year, he would have got signed for a Champions League club.
Yeah, he would have.
Like that. Yeah, I agree.
He
You're
shouldn't have
spot
done-
on.
The interview killed him.
No, you're spot on. Because he did it. Look who he did. He did it with a guy that didn't challenge him either. Because I watched True Geordie was saying, he goes, the problem with doing an interview with Piers Morgan, he goes, is Piers Morgan has interviewed serial killers and he doesn't challenge them. So as if he's going to challenge Ronaldo.
Nah.
What a fuckwit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I guess that was what killed him, man.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what killed him.
Rob says, so happy for Rashford. He goes, I'd swap him for Foden tomorrow and give United 40 million. There you go, from a Man City fan. That's a big thing. The same thing happened with golf. Heaps of PGA players shifted to Live Golf, Saudi owned for massive money. There you go. He can't compete with the young boys anymore, Artemis is saying. Artemis, listen, I don't even think it's that because Messi's 35 and he's competing with the young boys. It's just Ronaldo. Listen, last year he scored 25 goals for Man United.
I think it's that. I think it's mentally. It's a mental thing.
You know what it was? You can't in a month become shit when he scored 25 goals for United the year before.
No.
I just think it was the first year he really didn't do a preseason because he had all this family things.
Yeah.
And that shit hurts you, man. I know.
Even like I know with footy, if a player doesn't do a preseason, you're fucked.
Listen,
Yeah.
I know it because when I broke my leg,
Yeah.
it was like the first time I didn't do a preseason, and it took me till round 15 to get into it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then by that time, the season was over.
Yeah.
It's what happened.
Yeah.
And he'd never done that before, ever.
Yeah.
And he didn't do a preseason. He couldn't. And at 37 to get into it, it's harder. Listen, he's obviously physically amazing. You look at him, he's chiseled. But the preseason thing, like you said, any sport, it hurts you, man. You don't do a preseason, it affects you. So,
Oh look! I'll say this, man. All the best to him, man. You
Yeah,
know, good luck, and
no, I don't say that.
well, you're a Manchester United fan.
It's not that. Listen, in
What can you
20
do,
in
man?
20 years' time, Chris, I said this to John. I will remember everything he did for Man United because he won us Champions League. He won a Ballon d'Or with us.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll never forget this thing he did at the end. I'll never forget what he did.
Yeah.
I'll always remember what he did, but I'll never forget how he did this at the end.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done that, man.
Because
I don't
he
know
stabbed
why.
us, bro. He stabbed the fans.
Yeah.
You know, so
Is most United fans, is that the consensus among
I think
each
so.
fan?
I think so. Remember, Rob asked me, he goes, where do you put him in the ranking of legends for Man United? And I said, now,
Yeah.
I said I could pick so many legends before him. And I remember I rattled off the names. Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, Brian Robson, Eric Cantona, Ryan Giggs, Peter Schmeichel. They're all bigger legends than him now.
Yeah.
Because
Just the way he did it.
it's the way
Who
he did
does
it.
that? Who
When
does
Roy
that,
Keane
man?
left Man United, Roy Keane left Man United in bad circumstances,
Yeah.
right? But never went and did an interview.
Yeah, but
He just
is
said
there
this
a
bullshit
reason
and
why
that.
did the interview? Like, is there any?
Because he wanted out, man. He couldn't accept that he wasn't getting picked.
That's just to me a spoiled.
See,
sport.
Rob is saying just what I said then. Modric, Benzema, Messi, and Zlatan,
Yeah.
older than 35 and competing. It's about being humble and delivering. Like I said, Ryan Giggs, right? People don't talk about him now because he's going through his court case and that, but
Yeah.
the guy was playing for Manchester United till he was 40. Paolo Maldini was playing for AC Milan, same as Ryan Giggs at the top level, till he was 40. And he was doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He accepted his role and did it. Obviously, at 40, like, listen, man, I'm playing now. At 37, obviously, I'm not the player I was at 29, but I'm a different player now. I went and won, I won an award, a league award, and I was leading goal scorer in my league last year at 37 because I know my body is to play this way now. I'm not going to do like I was at 29 because,
Yeah, of course.
like Ronaldo does, he's adapted his game, but he just couldn't take being on the bench.
Yeah.
Like, he just couldn't take it.
That's the problem. Like,
right.
if you got to have that
Costa
right
Curta,
mentality.
Milan 40, yeah, sorry.
You got to have that right mentality and right attitude. If you don't have that, then you don't have nothing.
Yeah, it's right.
You know.
You got to just accept your role.
Yeah.
You're not going to be, even Messi, right? Unless he retires when he's at the top, which a lot of them do. Because like Steve Waugh did it, if we go to cricket, right?
Yeah.
Steve Waugh hit a century and retired at 35, 36.
Yeah.
He retired on top. So unless you retire on top, you're not going to be the top dog your whole career.
Nah.
Brian Robson did it for Man United. He was the best player we'd ever seen. And in the last couple of years, he was in a bench role because he was getting older. It's just, someone younger, quicker, stronger always comes along.
Yeah.
And you got to accept that.
Yeah. No, it's just like, CR7, like, my son loves him, man.
He would. All of them love him.
So like, yeah, he just, like, I saw the Twitter, like all the social medias of the that club he joined in Saudi Arabia.
Al Nassr.
They've just gone nuts. Like they've got like 11 million
Well,
followers on like Instagram.
you know how you said your son loves him, right? And this is going to
love
lead.
him.
This
Love
is going to lead into our topic tonight.
And they do the
Yeah.
So
So this is going to lead into our topic tonight. This is the problem with the world today, right? Because the thing is, the kids, they don't support clubs anymore. They support players.
They do.
It's player FC. They support Ronaldo. They support
they
Messi.
do. They don't-
Whereas me,
You support the club.
the minute Ronaldo left my club, what did I say? I said, fuck him. He doesn't play for Man United
That's
anymore.
like me with Port Adelaide. Like,
But
if
it's
you leave
true.
it, see you later.
See you later, mate. You're
hate
not with
him.
my club anymore.
Nah,
But these days, they support players.
Yeah, what is that, man?
Because that's how it is. He's so influential. Like we said, he's got 500 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I
what do you
know.
expect? Like, they support players, which is sad.
So they'll support the player, and wherever he goes,
They'll support him.
yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I would never do. I can't. How can you do that? It's like you saying, "Wait, Robbie Gray goes to the Crows. You're gonna support the Crows." You're not.
No way. I'll hate him.
Exactly. I'd hate him. Exactly,
I mean, look, I'll still respect what he did for that club,
mate.
but I wouldn't like him.
Before Ronaldo
Still
came
with a
back
dog
to
out.
us, before he came back to us, there was all these rumors he was gonna go to Man City.
Yeah.
And I said to John, I go, mate, if he goes to Man City, I said, fuck him. I'll even forget what he did for us. I was so angry. And the fact this is where I go back to it. He says, I love the club, right?
Yeah.
But he was going to sign for Man City before he come to us. So he obviously doesn't love United. Because, like I said, Brian Robson wouldn't go sign for Man City. Roy Keane wouldn't go sign for Liverpool. Paul Scholes not going to go sign for Liverpool. But he was going to do it.
Yeah.
Because he
that's-
thinks about him.
See, like, as the way I see it, when you're supporting a club, like I support Port Adelaide, it's a family, man.
Yeah.
It's like
of
a family.
course.
It feels like a family. So when you go against that family,
Of course.
you hate them.
Of
You know what I
course.
mean? It's like going against your own blood.
Of course.
Yeah, that's how it feels. So
Maybe UFC wrestling is tougher, but generally those athletes that are aware make the right decisions. Oh yeah, I know, yeah. Like you're aware, like you know when you're coming to the end.
yeah, that's right.
King of the North says hello, everyone. What's this
Hey.
they're talking about at Grange Golf Club? Damn, must be a golfer. He says Grange had 2 brilliant courses which Greg Norman partially designed, so I'm assuming he would have had a say in it. Plus now the hype around Cameron Smith and the recent interest growth in golf in Australia. There you go. People will flock from all around the world. Golf, there you go. Damn, when is it? Rob says. Hi all, happy new year. Love you all, Johnny G says. Nice guy. Damn, perfect. Get some photos and autographs. April this year. So some event happening at Grange Golf Course, I'm guessing? Are you into golf?
You know what? I've played golf at North Adelaide, the 3-par. It's good fun.
Last time I played
fun.
golf, we trashed a golf buggy and
Oh, really?
it cost us money, so I never played golf ever again.
Sounds like have you seen,
It was like Jackass.
have you
we like
seen-
trashed
Have you
it.
seen the movie Hall Pass when they're at the
Yeah, like we trashed it. And
no, we went.
I was young. We were young. I was like to my 20s. It's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
back almost 20 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
And I never played golf ever again.
No, I actually enjoyed it.
It's okay.
I liked it, but it's not.
Listen, obviously people have their things that they get into, but some people get into golf, don't they?
I think you have to have some sort of skill to do it as
Of
well.
course, it's a skillful
But
game.
you
Yeah.
know, it's yeah, it's good fun. Like out in the during the day.
Yeah.
It's a whole day thing. You know.
I think if I went and played golf, like I'd probably get drunk and I wouldn't be able to hit the golf ball because that would be the exciting part. You're walking around with your
Yeah,
mates.
yeah.
Like, wouldn't you just have a beer?
Yeah, yeah. The 3-par out in North
Yeah,
Adelaide's alright because
yeah.
it's short. You know,
It's small.
it's
yeah.
small. Yeah. So some. I think there was. I just saw a message there saying they want to change your name. Give it $100.
Damn, where? Who said that?
I don't know.
Let me read this. Change the name of this channel, please. $100 if you take my advice. Crazy maxed out. What do you want us to change it to? Crazy maxed out.
Probably crazy HFD.
Where is it? Crazy maxed out. What do you want us to change the name of the channel to, man? Tell us. If you tell us, and we might take your advice on board. And if you're new to the channel, please.
But
like,
I don't
share.
think anyone wants to change the name.
Yeah, please like, share.
HFD's
comment,
wild.
but give us your input, man.
HFD's wild.
Last time I played golf in Whyalla on a hole 3, a snake ate my ball. On a hole 9, a kangaroo kicked it away. True story, Rob's saying.
Oh no.
Well, that sounds like a Whyalla story.
It would be. Far out.
That's wild.
Oh no, golf is fun, man. Like I used to love doing like Happy Gilmore style, you know. It never worked for me, but
Never worked.
never
I don't
worked.
think it worked for him either.
It
Well-
did.
So,
Happy Gilmore was one of the best movies.
oh, great movie. When Adam Sandler was younger, his movies were amazing. His later movies have been terrible, I think.
I don't reckon.
I don't like him later now. I just think, you know what I think he does
It's more
now?
family.
No, I think it's
orientated.
more, I think his movies now are, he gives jobs to the friends. You know, like he gives David Spade and all that roles, all his mates that aren't that
Yeah.
good. Whereas his roles before he was good. Like
He's good in some like
I love him in Count Dracula. What's that one?
oh,
Hotel Transylvania. He was
He's-
wild.
like there's some like serious ones he's done.
Yeah, he's okay.
Spanglish or whatever
Yeah.
it's called. That was alright.
Stick with HFD, don't at me says.
Single
And then
HFD.
Rob says, "Bam, what's your handicap?" And I'm assuming he's talking handicap golf
Yeah.
because I was gonna say
I forgot.
I was gonna say my handicap is my left knee. You know, like
Ready? I forgot about this, man.
hey, good old Ron Simmons. He's wild.
Oh.
So we've talked about the new year. We've talked about golf. We've talked about footy. We've talked about soccer.
Well, I hope everyone in the chat had a good New Year's.
I
really hope they did.
We've got 13 people watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe.
Guys.
If you're new,
We're nice guys. We just want to grow the channel. You know, look at us. We're not.
we are.
arseholes.
So and
We're nice guys. And you know, we're not wearing the merch now, but I have bought some merch.
I'm wearing it.
I have bought some
This
new
I'm
merch,
wearing
guys.
the OG, and I have bought Too Old or Too Hess top. That I'm waiting for it to come. It's Christmas.
Yeah, we're waiting. I'm waiting on a That's Wild.
That's wild.
T-shirt
Listen,
to come.
you know when I was making the Too Old or Too Hess one,
Yeah.
and like that, I was loving it. I was like, I was like in stitches while I was making it, just thinking about people wearing it. So
It's the best, man. Let's have a look here. See if you can have a look. There you go, guys. If you can see on the bottom right-hand side,
there you go.
that's Hess.
Don't at me says, I don't play as I had a stroke years ago, but I used to play as a junior and got down to 21, which isn't too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't at me that you can't play golf because of that. That's unfortunate, but
Maybe we should have a golf day one day. HFD golf.
my dad has played for 30 years and my brother is an amateur pro, Don't at me said.
Oh, there you go. I'll actually love going putt-putt.
Listen,
But
I'm going to
mini
tell
golf,
you,
mini golf is awesome.
I'm going to tell you, I'm probably not even an amateur if we play. I'll attempt
What's
it.
your handicap on mini golf?
Oh, like 400 probably. I don't know.
We might have found something that KP's not good at. So.
Listen, you never know.
And it's not many things. So.
Hey, I don't know about that. So, what's our topic tonight, man?
We're talking about. We've talked about him before
Before?
on the show,
Yeah.
and he's one of the most Googled people in the world.
Oh, listen, before you keep going, John's got the best chat ever
What?
because it's so delayed. He says, I'm guessing he's talking about Saturday. He goes, are we celebrating Chris's 40th or 41st?
It is my birthday party on the weekend,
We got Chris's birthday party on the weekend,
and it's
guys.
spooky dress.
And it's, his birthday was actually in November.
Well, I changed it like 3 times because no one could come. So,
That's right. There you go.
but yeah, KP's coming and Johnny G's coming too.
I am. Listen, guys, in actually talking about that, before we start talking about what Chris was just saying, on Saturday night, it's Chris's spooky party. We're actually going to be there, and then me and John are coming back to meet Rob here at the studio to do a watch-along for the Manchester Derby. So anyone who wants to come join in that for the Manchester Derby, we'll be doing a watch-along Saturday night. And yeah,
I'll
there
be
you go.
just
Chris,
half
well,
drunk
Chris will not
somewhere.
be coming because he will stay at his birthday, obviously. So,
I can't just
Yeah.
leave, you know.
but Rob says, on your dam, he goes, I suffered a knee injury that killed my soccer career. Armchair passion. Get out there and enjoy your passion. Man, he goes, I was lucky enough to attend a World Cup final at the Maracanã. And he was overawed, he's saying, Robert. There you go. And then Rob says, Chris, 21 again. He goes, move on.
Nah. Yeah, 40's a bit.
40.
crazy.
How did you feel turning 40, man?
Kind of like before it came up, you get a bit scared. Not scared, but like, oh shit, I'm turning 40. Shit, like
40?
in 40 more years, it'll be 80. You
Well,
know? If you think of it that way, it's a bit
it's the
scary,
Don.
like-
It's the Don's birthday in what, 2 weeks?
I know.
How old are you turning, Don?
Well, we have to have a drink on our birthday.
47.
Yeah, that's a lie. So you know how you're saying 80. The Don's
It's
turning 77, man.
70s. You look amazing for 77, eh?
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Absolute amazing. So
And then Johnny G said, going into our topic, he said, Tate is a Malacca. So do you want to lead us into the topic? John reckons he's a Malacca. There you go.
look, we've talked about him before.
So why
I don't mind the bloke.
why are we talking about it tonight? I'll ask you.
Well,
What has happened?
I think it happened last week.
Even a week before, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. He got put in jail. So, alleged human
Well, he's not
trafficking.
in jail. He's in custody.
Yeah.
Arrested for
Correct.
alleged. Obviously,
It's alleged.
listen, we are firm believers of innocent till proven guilty. That's how the world should be.
Yeah.
But so he's allegedly involved in a human trafficking ring. Is that right?
Apparently.
So allegedly.
Which I personally don't believe, because I've I've been on these podcasts before, and all these friends have come out and said there's no way he's a human trafficker. I just can't see it. But you don't know these things really. So he could be.
Right. We don't
could
know.
be.
That's right.
But I doubt it.
Dam says the Don is turning 25. He sounds amazing for 77. And then John G says arrest Tate for being a malacca. So Johnny doesn't like him.
Well, he was arrested.
We should have had John on here, man. He doesn't like him. Would have been funny.
John doesn't even know who he is. John just probably saw it on TikTok and said, "Oh, who's this guy?" He's a very influential guy. He does say some stuff that, like, that he sometimes comes across misogynistic.
Yeah.
But I don't think he is.
I think that's part of his. I think he does that on purpose.
I don't think he is, though. It's the way he delivers the message.
He delivers messages. Sometimes
it's his delivery.
I agree with. Remember what did Krillin say before when we were talking about it? He said sometimes he talks and you agree with things he says.
Oh yeah, I do.
And then out of nowhere he just says something stupid like "I own women," and you're like, "Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?"
Like
shit like that is stupid.
He thinks that like he goes, "Oh, I've got a woman at home, and then if I'm out somewhere, I can just
do whatever I want."
Yeah, and see, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
right. But that's up to him though. As long as he's not hurting anyone, if his wife is okay with that, then I guess that's okay. But like, I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't push youngsters to do that.
Well, see, that's what. Remember, my partner Jess was saying. Remember, we were talking about it, and she said. She goes, the thing about it is he's a millionaire and he's living this lavish life. He can do that, but then the problem is he's talking to these young individuals that
they're going to go
that they don't have a dollar in their pocket, right?
Yeah.
And they think they can go act like him when they can't.
No, because
you know what I mean? It's different levels. Like you're a millionaire that's living that life. Okay, whatever.
Because if you got a wife and she's agreeing with all that, that takes a lot of time to get that takes years of trust, years of if these young kids get a girlfriend and then start doing that, it's got big problems, man.
So a
few problems.
Few people have said some things. John says, "Yeah, I know who he is. He plays for Richmond." Andrew Tate, does he play for Richmond?
There is a Tate guy that plays for
Richmond. There you go, Johnny G. See, John knows.
John knows.
Artemis says Greta got him arrested, maybe with a question mark.
Oh, Greta! Oh my god.
And then GT23 says, "Hey everyone," with a rock symbol. Don't at me says, "Hey GT."
Hey
Rob
GT.
says, "Hey GT." GT, how you going, bro?
GT, how you going, man?
Great to have you here. So, listen, I don't think Greta got him arrested. I actually think it was real. Oh, what's the word? I don't know if it's childish. I actually think it was. I don't know what the word is. I don't even think he should have said anything. There was no need for that.
Probably because
not. I don't know why did he need a dick measure about his cars?
Well,
I'm asking you, in your opinion.
He doesn't care, man. He'll say,
but why did he need to do?
Because
no
he always says like I'm the best, and he always like tries to like if he's not humble, he's very
whatever the opposite of humble is.
Like he wants to like always show that he's better than everyone else.
Yeah. Okay. So this is,
and it's just him getting more exposure, man. Yeah. And then like she bites back. And then pretty much straight after that, he gets arrested.
Well, this is what I said to you.
Yeah.
And remember, Krillin sort of agreed with me. And you said this could be a case too. I said, a lot of me thinks that he did all this, and he's probably set all this up to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Whereas he knows, I attacked Greta. She's got all this backing. It's going to make noise for me, and I'm going to get more money. I'm going to,
Maybe.
Because money makes people powerful. Like, money, and it makes people greedy. The more you get, the more you want. Like, it's...
It could be all a facade, man. Yeah. All this thing could be a facade. We don't know. But I don't know. I don't think it is. I think they've actually arrested him. He talks about the Matrix. Do you know what that is?
I've heard him say it. Well, the Matrix
he talks about
isn't that Keanu Reeves, red pill, blue pill?
Yeah, basically that. And he quotes the movie as well. So he talks about how we're in the Matrix and the government controls us, and You know, they want.
But if everyone knows the government controls.
I know. So he's trying to go against that, and a lot of people believe that the elite are trying to shut him up. So, and he says it in his videos. He goes, "Look, there's 3 things that happen to you when you go against these people. First, you get cancelled, which happened to him. The next thing, they put you in jail. That's the second thing, and the third is they kill you." So he's got 1 life left.
Yeah, no.
Apparently, if he going by that.
But I actually disagree with him. I said that to you.
Yeah.
I think if the so-called elite or just powerful people want you to silence you, they don't just silence you. I don't think you go. There's no process of silence, jail, dead. I just think they kill you.
I'm just saying that's his.
Yeah,
process.
I'm just giving my opinion. Like I said, remember I said that to you about the issue with that reporter Khashoggi and the Saudis.
Yeah.
The Saudis said to him, "Don't come into our world and start reporting stuff about us," and he did it.
Yeah.
And a week later, he was allegedly, they don't know, they've never found in pieces around the world. They were like, because they were. I mean, the Saudis probably make the elite look like nobodies. They're so powerful, especially in their country, because they're the richest trillionaires.
Yeah.
They told this guy, "Don't come here." And I think, like we're saying about JFK, let's say the elite wanted JFK. They didn't put him in jail. They didn't silence him. They killed him.
Yeah, no, but this guy, right? He's got so many followers. Like, I'm not saying Ronaldo followers.
No. I know what you're saying.
He's got a lot of followers like that are in the 18 to 30 demographic.
Yeah.
And like men, right?
Yeah.
And
are 18 to 30 demographic even men? Are you a man at 18?
No,
I'm asking you, in your opinion. At
not.
18, are you a man?
Probably not.
You're still a teen. Yet. 18. It's in the number.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying, like, that demographic anyway.
Yeah.
So he appeals to them and they love him, right? If they just went and shot him, they'll believe that it's the elite and they're going to lose it. So killing him would, like, I don't know if it would make people go crazy. I don't know.
Would he become a martyr?
Yes. So they could, like, they're going to be careful.
Well, you know what my opinion about it is, and I said this to you as well. I agree. He's got this following of that 18 to 30 demographic, and he has whatever it is, all these followers. But I think he's influential to us common people. I don't think he's influential to the elite and that, because I don't think they give it's not enough. That's my opinion. I don't think it's enough to them. I think he's because we're just commoners, aren't we? We always say it. We're commoners.
Yeah. What he's all
like they don't. The elite probably don't want a Chris C to be a millionaire.
Probably not.
No,
I will be though.
No, because we're commoners.
I will be.
We're commoners. Do you know what I mean? They don't want a KP.
No, they won't.
Because they're going to say, "Hey, KP, we want you to do this," and I'm going to say, "Fuck you! I'm playing Call of Duty."
Exactly. Exactly, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, he's got a lot of followers and a lot of people that follow him, and you know he's all over TikTok. He's all over. Well, he was all over YouTube.
Yeah, listen. I
it's
agree.
Everywhere, like in the social media.
He's got the common social media followers.
On the common social media, he's just everywhere. Like even if he's not on there, he's there, man. You scroll through TikTok, you see Andrew Tate.
Do you think? Do you think Elon Musk is part of the elite?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Donald Trump?
Yes. I think they all are.
Oprah?
Yes. All of them are, man.
All right, see, so
they've got influence as well.
Yeah, no, so the point I'm making with that is...
But no one cares about them anymore. Elon Musk,
not that no one cares about him. The point I'm making is you said Amanda didn't even know who Andrew Tate was, right?
Yes.
But if you said to her at the same time, "Do you know who Donald Trump is?" She'll say yes.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know who Elon Musk is? She'll say yes.
Yeah.
Do you know who Jeff Bezos is? She'll say yes.
It
Do you know who
doesn't matter,
Oprah is? But that's what I'm saying. Those levels of those people, is like his influence comparison to them is actually nothing when you think about it.
But those people are not against the woke agenda. Like, so Amanda is not a threat.
Which one of those who's a big name, big like them that you think's against them? Was Michael Jackson against them?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's dead.
I think so.
But they didn't try to put him in jail.
No, they killed him. And no one.
Or maybe they tried to put him in jail. They said, if you believe he wasn't a pedophile, if you believe he was, listen.
I think he knew a lot. I think he knew a lot, and he was going to reveal everything. I've said it before.
He's dead.
He's dead now.
But they killed him, is what I'm saying. They just killed him.
Yeah.
They didn't
silence him.
That's
right. Yeah. So
he's dead.
That's right. But people didn't know about this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson's fans, knew him for music. They didn't know that he was going to reveal all this shit, right? they know, like these guys that follow Andrew Tate know because he's told them about it. He's told everyone about the elite.
Yeah.
So they know what's coming. Do you know what I mean? And he's got like I don't know if it's an army, but
see,
he's got that 18 to 30. Those guys all on board, and they're against the woke movement. And that's why he went after Greta, because he doesn't believe in climate change. He doesn't believe in.
I don't think it's that he just knows it's popular. It'll get views,
Well,
I think,
maybe,
and it'll get the
maybe.
people behind him. They'll be like, "Yeah, fuck her." Like,
Well, I can't. I don't really like her. To tell you the truth, I'm not a big fan.
this is the one thing that I say. I actually can I listen. People might say I'm very not woke and that, right? I didn't even know who the fuck she was.
Woke is like.
No, listen, I didn't, but I said the same about him. Remember, I didn't even know who he was, and I'm admitting that I had no idea who Andrew Tate was. I didn't know who Greta Thunberg was, and I'm admitting that.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually care about any of that stuff. Like, it's not stuff that I get. I'm not on those things. But the thing that I say is, I'm not saying he's a human trafficker, but Andrew Tate has admitted he lives in Romania because it's easy to get around the law there. So obviously he's doing something dodgy, isn't he?
He had a cam. He had a cam website.
No, but listen, I'm not saying it's trafficking, but you don't live in Romania to be off the grid if you're squeaky clean. Is that correct?
Yeah, I just don't believe he's a human trafficker.
I'm not saying that.
But
like, because there's a lot of people that say, like, people that are born. The Donna said it. He's from Europe.
Yeah.
The Romanians are dodgy.
Yeah.
The cops, they're apparently the most corrupt cops in the world.
Yeah. Well, all of Eastern Europe is a bit
Yeah,
dodgy.
you know what I mean? So he's obviously not squeaky clean.
But then again, being over here, there's dodgy people here too.
No, I know that.
There's
But what I'm
everywhere,
saying is, he didn't leave because he's a dual citizen of England and America, right?
He was born in America.
Yeah, so
and
he
lived in
didn't
UK.
leave those two countries because he's squeaky clean. He left it because he's
Yeah.
protecting something, isn't he? So
Well, we don't look. At the end of the day, it's hearsay. We don't know.
Rob has made a good point. I like this. Rob says 18 to 30 demographic, Gen Y, enough said. Because if you got them people following you.
Yeah, I know. But who fights wars? Who?
No, I just agree. I do agree
who are
with
the
that.
elite scared of? They're scared of that demographic. 'Cause they're the ones that.
I don't know who they're scared of because I don't know them.
Well, that's what they think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're the strong. They're the ones that are.
Jess is laughing at what Rob said, I think. John says wild. And then the King of the North says, as Greta would say, how dare you? Does she say that?
She does.
Is that like her saying?
She does.
There you go. Don't at me, says Mr. Anderson.
But yeah, I don't know why he attacked her though. But yeah.
I just think it was like I
don't know the reason.
I think it's I remember I made this point to you. I said about in anyone's world, whatever world you're in. Let's say Michael Jordan's world is basketball.
Yeah.
Whatever. I said this. Conor McGregor, right? His world is UFC.
Yeah.
He tries so hard to stay relevant, does he? All the time he attacks people.
Yeah.
Because he needs to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And I think Andrew Tate at the moment is trying to stay relevant. He's got to attack big people.
I don't know, man. He's like everyone wants to know who he is. So like when the most searched thing on Google is who is Andrew Tate.
Do you think he's a bit of a flavor of the month? In 15 years, is anyone going to remember Andrew Tate? I just don't think he'll be.
I don't know.
Like I said, he won't be like an Elon Musk remembered, will he?
Well, a lot of people like follow him, man, and like love his.
Yeah, I know that, but I just think I think that's to the common.
I mean, time will tell, but yeah, I think he will be. It depends, man. If they kill him, yes,
then he will be. Yeah, I agree with that, but
I don't know. It depends what he does in the next 5 years. But I don't know. It depends how the world goes as well.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Rob says controversy attracts dollars by the stupid public. Uni research says this is about 85% of population.
Yeah.
There you go. That's crazy. 85% of population.
Jeez.
That means 85% of people are stupid.
Oh, look, I think his fate now, like we talked about, like what's his fate? I think he gets out, and then he'll say a big story about what happened and this and that, and then he'll have more followers because he would have been treated bad, and he would have. So, he's gonna make it like the elite were after him and this and that.
Yeah,
and
so that's why I
Matrix,
said, and Chris Krillin actually agreed with me. Do you think there's a possibility that he's just set this whole thing up?
Yeah, 100% could have been. He's got the money to do it.
Because then, listen, he can come out right, not guilty, and go, look what they did.
Yeah.
And it just makes it look like he was right.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
because he's got the money to do that, doesn't he?
Yeah. If you believe in like, the Matrix and that, there's always sometimes they talk about, the bad guys, and then there's always an opposite, but a controlled opposite. Do you know what I mean? So he could be controlled by the elite. We don't know. Yeah. He does a lot of hand gestures like
he could be part of them, yeah.
He could be part of the whole thing, man. So we don't know. He does like this, which is a Masonic symbol.
Yeah.
So every time you see him, he's doing that, but he reckons that it's something else. It's not Masonic.
Well, he's like he's a Muslim now, isn't he?
Apparently he's a Muslim. So
he is, isn't he? He said he is.
Yeah. So,
it could be a. It
could
be a. You know what the thing is? I'll say one thing about.
He reckons it's energy.
Well, can I say one thing about symbols? People misinterpret. I'll tell you a story about a misinterpreted symbol. I was playing soccer one year against the Serbian team here.
Yep.
And we were beating them 3-1 in this night game. There was 10,000 people there, right?
10,000?
At Beergrad, used to get them there all the time. We were like, night game, huge derby with them, and we're beating them 3-1. And one of our players went like this to them because they were like shouting stuff at us. And they accused us of doing an anti-Yugoslavian symbol.
Oh,
so
really?
that's what I'm saying. People can misinterpret symbols.
Symbols, yeah, of course.
Because and I remember Paul turned around and goes, "No, I was just saying 3-1. Like obviously we're winning."
Oh, really?
And they like
they thought it was
they were losing it. Like it went mad.
Apparently, what he says when he does that, it's closing a circuit. Like it's like you're grounded. You're
and
closing.
Maybe
that's
maybe
what
it's a yoga thing. Like
I don't know.
Like
but then there's people that say it's Masonic and
So Father Jim is in the house. He says, "Hey lads, how are we all?" He says, "One lick Tate." There you go.
One lick Jim.
Johnny G says, "My neighbor is elite. He's got an iPad Nano I can't afford."
That's nice.
There you go. 85% is generous, Rob. Chris Goff says. The King of the North says about 85% being stupid. They want top G silence, Jimmy says. And then Jess says, Tate's been around 5 minutes. He's a trend. And at the moment, he's a smart guy. Remember we said he's a smart guy. That's what Jess is saying. He's got people believing what he wants. I think he has common sense. He's blunt. It's funny how people follow things so blindly online now. Yeah. That's a good point.
That's right.
We said it about the internet, didn't we? Without the internet,
you gotta be careful what you believe in because like half the stuff you will see on the internet is all bullshit.
Yeah, of course.
So you gotta be careful what you believe and who you follow because that could be as the last comment said he can be controlled opposition.
Tate is And that's what Artemis says. Tate is controlled opposition.
That's what I said before.
Imagine hating on a girl trying to help the planet.
Well, see, I'm not a big fan of her.
Yeah, it's everyone.
Because people, there's people out there that think that the world's going to end if we keep going the way we're going in 5 years. That's ridiculous. I don't believe that.
Well,
I don't believe that. So whatever she says, I don't believe it.
The world's not going to.
Now I'm not against helping the planet. I just don't like the way they want to do this. They want to do that. It's like, yeah, okay. Well, if you want to live like cavemen, maybe go shut down factories. Go shut down all these big establishments that make the most pollution, right? But they want to stop us driving cars and stuff like that. It's like, how about all the masks? These are the same people that wore those masks during COVID, and guess where all those masks are now? In the ecosystems, killing animals and stuff. The same people, man. That's what I hate about it. So, but no, I'm more for making the planet more.
Listen, I think most people should be. Listen,
of course. I recycle. I do all the right things. But
I'm admitting it wholeheartedly, and I've told this to Jess, and I actually I didn't know who Andrew Tate was until we started talking about it, and I don't know who she is. Because I'm not invested in that.
No.
But I'm admitting that. So people can say I'm stupid, but I know what I want to know about. That's me.
Yeah.
As a person, I know about things that I want to know about. And I'm not invested in that because I don't want to be.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Hey, Jimmy and Jess, don't at me says. Jess says, hey, don't at me. Happy New Year, everyone. Jess says. Johnny G says, happy HNY, Happy New Year.
Hold on.
The thing with all these faces and leaders of the green movements never lead by example, don't at me saying. He's saying they've got all these faces and leaders of the green movement, but they don't actually lead by example. They just say.
No.
So they talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk.
Yeah,
is trying to say,
That's right.
which is pretty sad if that's true. Jess, if Greta was so concerned, she wouldn't have a mobile phone.
Exactly. Why they got? They should just live primitive. If you're gonna be like talk the talk. If you're gonna walk the walk. If you're gonna talk the talk.
There you go. And Jess says humans are so stupid we ruin everything, then complain. It's true. Humans do. We are. That is humans. And then Don't At Me says exactly, Rob.
But I don't.
And then Rob is agreeing with Jess. Yeah, we are. We
are. Yeah.
Humans are.
I just don't think we're 5 years away from exploding.
We're
the
not.
Earth. I just don't believe that. Personally, I don't.
John says I sometimes put bottles in the red bin. Shame. I tell you what, someone walks past and gets that bottle.
Yeah, you're helping out a.
There'll be a guy that walks past. And
helping out a homeless person.
It won't stay in that red bin, mate. There'll be people getting that bottle.
I always recycle my bottles, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You get 10 cents.
Why not?
It's wild. Listen, we as a country, for one, are so far behind the rest of the world in recycling anyway. It's not up to us. We're not even invited to all these economic things because out here, you can't put styrofoam in a recycling bin.
No.
Because our machinery here can't recycle it. But everywhere else in the world, they recycle that. So that's not our fault.
No.
That's not the common person's fault.
No.
That's the government's fault for not being
That's
up
right.
to scratch.
Yeah,
Because if they were up to scratch, we'd recycle more. Like,
I know.
that's, you know.
There's more things they could do
Fucking oath
to
they
help
could.
the environment.
We don't get invited to all those economic
but-
things because we're not up to scratch, bro.
But as I said, man, those masks, right?
Yeah, I know.
Like these people that advocate like that, Greta should have been wearing those masks, and guess where they are now? Around a seagull or around a turtle. You know what I mean? Well,
Listen.
no one gave a shit about in the environment when we had the pandemic.
Listen, I totally
You know what I
agree.
mean? And they're the same people.
I totally agree with what Jess said, and I think Rob agreed. You agreed. Like, humans in general are trash. And it's a shame to say it because
I'm a nice guy.
You're a nice guy. Hashtag nice guy. But humans as a race are trash.
Yeah.
Like, we are. We do what we want and we ruin it. We do. Like, we are. Humans are, man. Like, because...
I mean, yeah, we try, like in these
obviously there's
countries,
good people, but you know, like as a race, when you break it down, look at like you're saying the elite and that, they don't give a fuck. All they care about is power.
I think in this country, like especially here in Adelaide, I think people do try to do the right thing. Like you don't see litter everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as some countries, you know. So it's.
Would you like to be in like Singapore? You know, whereas like if you litter, like you go to jail.
I don't think so.
Is that too far?
That's too far.
But when I went to Singapore, you know how clean the place is.
Clean.
It's fucking so clean.
But I don't litter anyway.
Yeah, I do. I think
littering's it's a dog act.
No, I don't think it's a dog act. I just think littering is stupid.
It's stupid. Yeah, it shouldn't be
like
done.
it's so littering to me is like racism. It's so dumb.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
It shouldn't happen.
It's just so dumb.
Just there's a bin there, put in the bin,
Yeah.
or wait.
Like-
If you're in the car, you got it. Then just wait until you get home, put it in the bin.
Yeah.
It's not a hard thing.
says, I hope Tate isn't involved in trafficking. He comes across a likable guy, but in all honesty, I wouldn't be shocked if he was. And that's how I feel. Like, you know, like you said, you don't know. Like, if
You
it
don't
comes
know.
out and they say he's a trafficker, you're like, it's not going to shock you, and it's not going to shock you if he isn't. That's how I agree.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, that's
I
what Jess
just
is
don't.
saying.
I just don't think
Yeah.
he is, but you never know.
Yeah.
You
Careful,
never know.
Chris. Most people from the 70s and earlier used reusable nappies. Did you? That's what Rob said.
I didn't, unfortunately. But wait, you know how you said about Tate?
Yeah.
Like they could come out and say, "Oh, he's a human trafficker," but that could be a lie.
Oh, of
We
course.
just don't know. Whatever the verdict is, you can't. There's so many people, and the governments they lie a lot, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what, and if he does come out and they say he's a human trafficker, his following are going to say it's a lie.
Yeah, of course they are.
So
Listen.
it's just going to go back and forth. You watch.
I've said this about
It's about what you believe.
I've said this about idols. I always say this, don't I? Like I say, we as a species have this tendency that if we like something, we find it hard to believe something bad about that. It's like, and that's why I say, remember, I always say, don't always want to meet your idol.
Correct.
Because he could be a
Could be
good
a
soccer player, but he could be a fucking knob. You know what I mean? And then,
100%.
and you know, you find it like I said, I used to love Bill Cosby,
Yeah. But look what happened to him.
but he got convicted as a pedophile, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
So, and you know, you find it so hard to believe it because you like him. But
Well, a lot of people think that most of Hollywood are pedophiles.
Yeah, exactly.
So imagine finding out that your hero
Mate, if I
that
found
you
out
grew
Eddie
up.
Murphy or Jerry Seinfeld, I'm telling you, if I found out them two, I would be fucking devastated.
I know.
Because I love them.
That's right. And they brought you so many laughs during your
mate,
years.
like how-
and then to have that.
Exactly.
But that's what they say, but who knows?
So I think everyone's agreeing with Jess here now. Like, Dam says humans are trash. We're definitely the worst species on Earth. And then John, where he goes, that's true. He goes, we are the cancer of Earth. John said, it's true. Humans are trash. It's a fact. Like that's.
Oh look, humans have done some good things. It's not all bad, but there are a lot of bad things. Yeah.
Jess is saying about Tate. She goes, that's why he's clever, convincing you this, because he could just be like. That's why I think that's why I think a strong part of me believes he set all this up.
So you believe he's not a human trafficker, but he's just made it look like he was done, and then he's made it so he can become bigger. Is that what you've done? Is that what you think?
I'll tell you the whole thing I believe. I probably believe he is a criminal to some fact, because you don't go hiding in Romania if you're squeaky clean. I said that. But I'm not saying he's a human trafficker, but I do agree with Jess and what you said. It wouldn't surprise me if he was. But I actually do believe he's probably set this up to stay relevant. Yeah, to make himself bigger, get more followers. That's what I believe.
Well, I reckon the elite don't like him, and he's talking too much shit too long, and they're canceling.
Now, because I think he'll come out innocent out of this, man, and he's definitely he's not going to get assassinated.
Well, I reckon I just think the elite don't like him.
Yeah,
and he's talking too much stuff, and they don't like the way he's talking, so they've arrested him on this false human trafficking charge, and he'll be set free, and then they'll probably.
That's why I think
probably I reckon mid-year they'll kill him.
You reckon he's going to get killed? Probably. I don't think he will.
We'll see. I hope he doesn't.
If you predict that, bro, we'll come back to this. If mid-year he gets assassinated, that's the biggest prediction. Dude.
Hey, look.
Dude, that's full on. If you predict that, I'm telling you, that's crazy. People think
you know what? It won't be like an assassination.
We're going to be accused of the elite being the elite if you predict this.
They won't say he got assassinated. They'll say, he committed suicide.
Listen, if mid-year...
That's what they're going to say.
Listen, if mid-year Andrew Tate's dead, we're going to be accused of being elite. Because you're predicting it.
I'm not saying I'm elite, man. Get me out of that category.
Dude.
I'm elite, though.
John says you guys are just elitist. Well, you're part of HFD, so that makes you an elitist.
You're more elite than us.
Yeah, so, you didn't rock up, so you're definitely elitist. You know what I mean?
That is 100%.
Jess says, yeah, and cult leaders' greatest form or manipulation. And is his thing, is he like a cult leader? That's manipulation, isn't it?
I guess
he's like a cult leader, isn't he?
He is.
And what are cult leaders? Cult leaders are fucking terrible.
Yeah. They can be, yeah.
Of course they fucking can be.
Yeah. If they don't have the right message.
I think old types of cults are they try and make people, like even the born-agains, they try and make people think it's good, but it's not good, is it?
Depends on what the message is, I guess. Depends what the message is. Like, we could be a cult. HFD could be a cult.
What's our message? That's wild.
That's wild, and that's hets. No, but it's true. It's a cult in a sense, and our followers are on the followers that follow you.
I said this to you.
So we are sort of an influence to people because like we're talking on an open forum.
Yeah,
and people are watching us,
of course.
So,
but that's not cultist.
No,
cult is making people believe one thing and following it.
Yeah, true.
We don't do that.
So is Jesus Christ a cultist?
Well, people would say religion is a cult. Yeah, there's people that would believe that.
He was
not him in particular. Listen, I've always said this. Not if you believe in Jesus, not the true people back in the day, not him in particular, but the people now that practice religion, like the Pope and that, they're fucking cults. I agree. I do believe that.
Yeah,
I don't think religion was ever invented to be a cult. I think the person that first ever had religion was for a good cause, but the people that preach it now, it's like a fucking cult.
Well, Jesus
I believe that.
Well, Jesus had his disciples, and then he had his followers.
But Jesus, they say, Chris, Jesus was the first communist, mate. He believed, if I've got a piece of bread, you've got a piece of bread. I'll give you half.
Yeah.
It was never bad.
No.
But the people that are the churches aren't like that now. They're all about money. They're fucking cults, aren't they?
I guess so.
Of course they are.
Mm,
Because
interesting, isn't it?
they go away from their true beliefs.
Yeah.
Because
Mm,
money's power, man. Money's greed.
It is. No, look, I don't know if it's sort of a cult. Like, yeah, he's got a cult following anyway.
I've said this to you, what Jess just wrote, and I believe this. He's nobody to the people running the world. And I do believe that. That's why I don't think he'll get killed. I don't think he's actually anything to them. To us, to the common people, he's big. But I don't think he's anything to them, to the elite, to the big dogs, to the Saudis. I don't think he's anything to them.
If he was, what would be their problem? See, I think it's
That he speaks up.
that demographic.
Yeah.
Those
That he's got that age group following him. But
Yeah.
then, again, is 5 million people in the population anything? It's nothing.
Oh no, it's not.
What's the world's population? I don't even know. What is it?
Oh, it's 7 billion?
I don't know. More than that, isn't it?
I reckon 7 billion people. Not billion.
Rob, can someone tell us the world's population?
7 billion maybe.
Rob just paid me out. He goes, yeah, Jess, too much of KP does my head in. Dirty bastard. Jess goes,
Probably 7.8 billion.
7.8, there you go.
Oh, I said 7 billion.
John says, nah, I'm a heightist. He is. John doesn't like short people. It's terrible.
John doesn't like short people.
Yeah, so he doesn't like his son because his son's short. He said it. He said, I'm a heightist.
Why doesn't he like short people?
I know he said it. He's the one that said it.
I love short people.
John said it, man. He's just upset that short people live longer.
They do. Well, what do you classify as short?
Close. What is classified as short? I don't know. What's short?
Under 5 foot?
Well, that's what I said. Like, what is classified
I don't
as
know.
short?
I don't know.
Like, I'm 5'10". Is that short?
No, that's okay. That's
I mean,
normal.
I'm shorter than you.
Yeah, but you're normal. That's just normal. I mean, what's the average size?
Don't
Are
know.
people taller these days?
I don't know. You're tall. You're 6'3", 6'4". That's tall.
Not 6'4", technically.
You're close to 6'4".
No, 6'3". I'm more on the border from 6'2" to 6'3".
Well, they're still tall.
Yeah.
8 billion?
8 billion by as of November last year.
There you go.
8 billion people. There you
And
go.
that's,
So
that's if the whole world did a census.
Or
Are you
Probably
telling me they do census in places like... You telling me in Brazil they know the exact population there?
Probably not.
Estimated, exactly.
Probably more than that.
And that's just one country, for example. You telling me they know...
Most people live in China and India.
Yeah, of course.
That's where most of their population is.
4 billion there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like most of it's there.
Yeah, see, like Jess said, it's a way for him to make himself sound more fascinating. The Matrix wants me. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Maybe, yeah.
And that's why I think he's set this up, because he turns around to his cult now and says, "I told you this was going to happen," and they're like, "Yeah, fucking rah." And then they're like, "You know what? I'm going to pay another $60 a month to follow Top G." And like you said,
I don't think that's the case, but you could be very right. You could be right.
Yeah.
But I don't
would
think
you
so.
ever
but
pay to follow his whatever it is, his
You mean his
university?
Hustlers University? No, I don't think so.
Oh no, all right.
I think that's where he's made most of his money.
Yeah, of course.
So like $60 a pop every month,
Yeah.
and there's 60,000 people on there. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, of course.
So that's where he makes his money,
Yeah,
and that's
of course.
legit. That's not.
Oh no, he's rich.
That's not.
I don't deny he's rich.
But there's probably dodgy stuff he does over there.
You have to be. You're not in Romania to be clean. Oh, that's what I think. And like you said it before as well. Like I always say, you don't have that much money. You're not squeaky clean with that much money.
You never know, guys.
No person is that's got that much money.
You never know. He goes on other people's podcasts. He might come onto the HFD podcast.
Maybe we're just sitting in Andrew Tate's here, just
chilling?
trying to like
having a cigar.
No, he's like trying to clear his name, and he goes, I went to HFD to clear my name because they're down to earth guys. You know.
You know what? He could be watching us in jail right now, thinking these guys are wild.
See, Jess said this. Is this true? I'm starting to wonder if humans are more impressionable and gullible now than ever before.
That's true.
I think they are.
Because everything is so... Everyone's got so much screen time.
Yeah.
And they're believing what they're watching all the time, and they actually forget about reality.
Well, because that's what we were saying. You think, let's just say back when the Don was young, it wasn't just on the internet. They would have to tell you, oh, this is the case, this, and this.
Yeah.
And he would have probably just turned around and said, yeah, whatever, fuck off. I don't believe
That's
that.
right.
Yeah, whatever.
That's right.
But now, like you said, it's so much screen. Everyone's just
like plugged in. It's like they're
Yeah.
plugged into the like as you know, like in the Matrix. They're
that he
plugged
said,
in,
yeah.
and they're just like
Yeah.
everything. And there's so much propaganda out there that's
Yeah.
so false. And
Of course,
you know, and
of course, there is.
people just are in a dream world.
Propaganda is so easy to put out there now because of the
so,
internet.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, without the internet, it was harder. It was newspapers. It was
Correct. And no one used to read it. Like,
no
if
way.
you didn't.
But
you didn't.
you know, like let's just say back World War II, it was newspaper headlines
Correct.
because there's no internet.
That's right.
So a bombing happened
Yeah.
in wherever. You didn't hear about it till 2 days later.
The problem
or
is
something.
now there's so much information from every source,
Yeah.
like you got that source there telling you this, and then that one saying that, then that saying that.
Yeah, of
so then
course.
like and then you got to decipher which one you think is the right
course.
one.
Like
Where back then it was one newspaper,
of course.
and that's it. That's all you believed.
Like,
Bang. Done.
with the power of the internet now, right? Like we're saying in 1958, right? The Manchester United had the Munich air disaster, right? Where the plane crashed, half the team died, everything. If that happened today, how many conspiracy theories would there be? They'd be like, someone shot him down, someone
big
did
time.
this.
Massive.
No one would believe that there was just an air crash.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
No way.
No. It always has to be a conspiracy.
Of course,
Yeah.
because of the internet.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, like in
Yeah.
World War II, like stuff like that happened. We could have lost loved ones that live in Europe, right? We wouldn't have found out about it till 3 days later, till it was in the paper.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. So what I do, I try and like, if I hear something or if it resonates with me and I think that's the truth,
yeah,
then I will try and study it before I believe it, and then I'll go, okay, well that resonates with me.
yeah,
That's what I believe. But sometimes hard, like to decipher stuff. Like I thought, they were saying that Andrew Tate was released and all that, and then
yeah. I remember you said to me he's released, and I
yeah,
was
but
like,
he wasn't.
yeah, and I was like, no, it wasn't.
Because like people are saying it all over the internet.
Yeah,
so, like
that's right.
you
You
get
don't know.
you get caught up in it.
You just
gotta
don't
be
know.
careful not to get caught up in
You
that
don't know.
shit,
That's
so,
right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people like just do stuff to get views.
Of course they do, mate.
And a like.
And how many people are using him now? I mean, we are doing it to a degree. We're talking, but we are a podcast. But people will be using him for views now. Like
Of
it's,
course.
like it's.
Like every second video that comes up on my feed is about Andrew Tate.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So
We've got a few things here. I'll read them out. So I read that one that Jess said, and Rob agreed 100% that people are more gullible. Politicians never get rich by being clean, Dam says. There you go. Con says he's a shill. Tate in your garage chatting, Artemis says. Jess laughed. Johnny G says Con is wild. Jess says we don't need politicians at this point. They're Hess. Thanks, John. So are you, bro. Con says. Back to John that he's wild. John says nice guy. Don't at me says wise guy. Johnny G says party at KP Spa Bath. We're not inviting John. He's mean.
he's me.
He's mean. He called us elitists. Hey, damn. Why does wise guy and smart guy mean two different things, Rob says? That's true. Why does wise guy and smart guy? Yeah, there you go. Con says Clotchi. Chris says bath with an R.
Because that's how
yeah,
Johnny
no, he wrote bath.
Johnny wrote that.
Question mark. And then Jess wrote, I love baths as well. Everyone's getting in the bath. So Johnny said spa bath, and then Chris said bath with a question mark, and just like, I love baths. Everyone's in on the baths. Because being smart doesn't mean you're wise, Don't At Me says. And then Johnny G says, LOL, wisdom versus knowledge. And then Jess said, Earth's flat, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a barth
Barth.
in my
Barth.
flat Earth.
You can't have a bath in a flat Earth
Why?
because it's flat. Wouldn't work. No. There'd be no Archimedes.
Actually, you know
There'd be no Archimedes effect.
I want to actually ask Con Chrysostomu. Like, he always talks about the flat Earth. Like,
Is he a flat Earth believer?
Yeah, I want to know.
Who Con is?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Con believes in flat Earth. Con.
I
This
think
Con
so. I want to know where, like, his evidence. Like, where's the evidence?
of flat Earth.
Yeah, show us the evidence.
And he was
You know what? There
Who
was
goes
a
because I'm
debunking.
walking on it.
There was a debunking the other
Was that
day.
because of my picture?
Nah.
Okay, the lamp and the ball is the best debunk ever.
No, that's not
But
thing.
no, listen.
No,
when
no,
you
no.
actually look at it, it's pretty
No,
funny.
I've seen another one where it's not like that.
But that one's
Doesn't
pretty
work like
funny, isn't it?
It's funny.
Because
It's funny. but
if
it's
there
not
was a
right.
sun, it would be nighttime on the other side. That means if the
No,
Earth
no, it
flat,
doesn't work like that, man.
but it does. If the Earth was flat, it would be daylight everywhere at the same time.
You got to watch
In
another
every
illustration
country.
the way they do it. I'm not saying I believe in it. I'm just saying the way it works
the
is different.
Yeah, I know, but logically, it would be daylight everywhere at the same time.
No, it's different.
No, but it would be.
It's different.
What do you mean it's different?
You've got to see another diagram the way they do it.
Do you believe in the debunking? You said it's been debunked.
It's
Does the debunking make sense?
does, but like
It does make sense to you.
Still, I'm like, well, you still never know because people do still lie. But
Flat Earth says.
like, so there's this race that happens every year, and they race around Antarctica.
Yeah.
So they go around it. So if you go around it, can't go around Antarctica. They reckon there's an ice wall there, right? But they race around it like ships, not ships, sailing boats. They do a race around Antarctica. So they reckon that they go. Hey,
why can't you race around Antarctica?
they can.
Yeah, I'm saying, but
That's what
why
they
can't
do.
you?
What?
You said you can't.
I'm saying if it's flat Earth,
Yeah.
then how are you supposed to go around? There's an ice wall.
Yeah, I
you
know.
can't get through it, right?
I know that.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
They
but I
reckon
know all this already.
Huh?
I know all that already.
You knew there was a race.
No, I know that you could go around Antarctica because I can see you can go
No,
around
but
it.
if you're a flat earther, they don't
Yeah, I
believe
know,
in that.
but they would just make an
telling
excuse.
you. I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
that kind of debunks it because they're going around it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, I agree. Listen,
But
I do
still,
agree.
there's still for me, there's still like a, I don't know, 10% chance it could be flat.
Amanda's joined the chat. She says hi. Everyone's saying hello to him. Hi to Amanda. She's saying hi, damn. Everyone's saying hello. Amanda says hip hip hooray. Jess is saying happy new year.
Hey, Amanda.
Con says there's no curvature. He says no KP to me.
That's like Kermit.
You
Well,
know-
let's prove it to us, though.
Yeah, prove it. That's right.
Like, just prove that. We want to see.
But
proof.
listen, I'm admitting. Call me stubborn. Call me whatever you want. There's nothing you can show me that will make me believe the Earth's flat. I'm telling you that. I'm admitting that.
What? Even if you go up in the sky and you see it flat, you won't believe it.
Because that would never happen. I've been on a plane, and if the Earth was flat, I could see New York with a telescope. Because I can see the moon I've seen the moon with a telescope with my own eyes, and the moon is further away than the Empire State Building is.
Isn't there like mountains and stuff?
Well,
in the
then I'd
way?
be able to see the mountains.
No, you'll see whatever's in front of you.
It just
Depends how high you go.
I could go up.
Depends how
If
high
the
you
Earth
go.
was flat, okay, then if the Earth was flat,
Yeah.
you could go on Mount Everest, right? Wherever you could go on Empire State Building
Yeah.
and see Detroit with a telescope.
Yeah, true.
Or Chicago. Let's say New York and Chicago.
Have they done that yet? Have
New
they
York-
done that before?
No, because you can't. New York and Chicago are on the same coast.
No, but how do you know you can't? You've never done it.
Because it would.
You've never done it before, though.
Dude, you cannot get on the Empire State Building.
Yeah, but you've never done it
And
before,
see
so
Chicago.
you can't say that you can't do it.
It's just
You got to go there and do it.
they can't do it. It's impossible.
But how do you know that?
If the Earth is flat, right? How can I do this?
What do you mean? How can you
That's
do that?
gravity. The gravitational pull.
to do with
If
gravity?
the Earth was flat, there would be no rotational spin because while the Earth is spinning, it's spinning. That's what gravity is. So
Huh?
that's what creates gravity. The fact that the Earth is round.
But gravity is just a.
No, so if the Earth was flat, it wouldn't spin.
Maybe we don't spin. Maybe the.
No, but
maybe,
we do because that's what
Maybe
gravity
the
is.
sun spins around that way.
It does as well. Everything's that's what it does. While
does
it's
the sun-
spinning,
wait,
it's turning.
Does the sun spin
No, we spin.
around the sun?
Yeah, and we turn at the same time. So it spins around, and then it.
But the thing I don't get is how do they do winter and how you get winter and summer, how it's on the axes.
Yeah.
It makes sense that we're on the ball because when it goes that way we're closer to the sun and so that's why the different seasons. That's why you got different seasons.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, Con is saying the sun and moon are smaller and closer. No, but they're not because if the sun was closer, we would be dead.
No, but maybe the sun's not what we think it is.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
You see stars in the sky. You can see them.
Yeah, what if it's a matrix?
Dude, if the sun was closer, we'd be dead.
The sun that they talk about, yes, he's talking about a sun that's smaller.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. I'm just telling you what the flat Earth people say.
Yeah, I know that. But
Not that I like. There's a lot of I got so many questions. Like, I'm more around guys.
see,
but
Jeff, Artemis says, and I don't know this. The Don might know this because I don't know about it. Artemis says the Bible talks about flat Earth. And I'm going to tell you straight back, I'm going to hit that back.
It does.
Yeah, I'm going to hit that back Don Bradman style and say, I don't give a fuck what the Bible says. Because still doesn't make me believe the earth's flat. Back then, when the Bible was written, they probably didn't even know there was a city 200 kilometers away.
I don't know, but every time I look
Exactly. He's nodding, saying, there you go.
What's
They
that
didn't
guy?
know how big the earth was.
what's that guy that went to the moon? Buzz.
Two of them. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin was the second.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin. He always
Neil Armstrong was the
when
first.
they ask him questions, he's so weird about the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it's because he's upset that no one gives him credit. Because everyone talks about Neil Armstrong, everyone forgets him. He's like so
No,
forgotten.
but he's actually said he's come out. I've actually seen an interview, and he said that they never went there.
Who, Buzz?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm not
I
denying
think he
this.
said it like
No,
to
but Chris.
roll people up.
But
maybe.
Chris.
I don't know.
But Chris, I'm not.
I'm just saying what he
Chris,
said.
I'm not denying they might not have been to the moon. I don't deny that. But it's definitely round, and the Earth's round.
Well,
I'm not denying.
We'll find out one day.
Dude, I watched Jeff Bezos go to fucking space on TV.
I don't know what's in CGI.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be
He's
CGI.
got billions of dollars, mate.
I'm just saying.
He wanted to say, because he's a dick measurer, because he's a
Well,
billionaire.
if he went-
wanted to say, I went to space.
If he went to space, he'd know exactly if it's
Yeah.
flat or not.
But I'm not saying they stood on the moon, but they've definitely been to space.
I don't know either.
All these poor guys and girls, women that have been astronauts, how disrespectful is this to them that they've been to the moon and we've seen pictures of the Earth and people don't believe them?
Look, this thing is going back.
Why is it so big now? Like I've never seen
Because
flat
of the
Earth.
internet. Listen, let's hear what he says.
This thing has been going on for years and years. Galileo was arrested
Galileo was arrested.
because he was saying that the earth moves.
Yeah, spinning.
And the church people or whatever they call
Well,
it,
didn't back in the
So-
day, didn't they kill Archimedes because he was a scientist?
So the church,
I'm just saying.
used to believe it was flat. Is that correct? Yes.
And he was saying it's spinning,
they
and they arrested him.
that
Yeah, that's fucked.
the earth,
He was a scientist, bro.
the earth does not spin. So they made him apologize in front of the grand jury or whatever they used to call it. Because if they
Yeah.
they were going to execute him and burn him on a cross, saying that he was a magician or something. And he apologized and said, yeah, it's not moving. But when he got out of the court, right, he said, that's the famous word, but it does move.
Right. Okay.
See, well, I'll read a few chats.
Well, before you read them out, what I want to do one day is bring someone that's a full-on flat earther into the studio
Bring
to
'em.
ask him questions, like to see what, like, and just have a debate and just see why they think the way they think, and what proof do they have for themselves.
Do you
that
remember
it's
when AP was on here and he's obviously a scientist and he was saying,
Yeah.
he was explaining, it was saying, if the Earth was flat, it would have to be like a long rectangle or something to be all that distance, or a big square,
They reckon it's round,
or round, whatever.
and they call it a firmament.
Yeah,
And
whatever.
it's a dome.
But
That's
he,
why it looks like it's curved.
but he even explained on here, he explained it, that gravity could not exist on a flat Earth. It can't exist because it has to be on that axis to exist because there's a gravitational pull.
Isn't gravity? We said that before. Isn't gravity just a theory?
I don't think it's a fact. I don't think it's a theory. no.
Okay, I thought it was a theory.
See, like that. Remember, I said to you, they've proven that you can drop a ping pong ball off the Empire State Building and drop a 3 million ton truck at the same time, and they will fall at the same speed. If the Earth was flat, that couldn't happen because gravity makes any solid object, no matter how heavy it is. And listen, I'm no scientist, but I know this for a fact. Any solid object, no matter how much it weighs, if it's a solid object, falls at the same speed.
Well, yeah.
And that's gravity.
I don't know, guys, but I'd love to get someone that is really, very.
Rob says 11 people have walked on the moon. Here, wait. Let me go back to them all because people are just going onto it. Here we go. Why are people obsessed with thinking the Earth's flat still? Jess says. And then Con says, for fuck's sake, boys, look into it. I want to hear what the Don's opinion is, Don't At Me says. He believes in a round Earth. Chris doesn't even believe it, Rob, Amanda's saying. She's laughing. He just, look.
I believe, I believe
and then
more.
Jess says back to Con, why don't you look into a round Earth? He just loves to talk, Amanda's saying about you, right? Kerry, the sun is smaller and more local, bro, Con is saying. It's not, because a sun to give us that much heat, if it was closer, you would be dead.
No,
Trust me.
He's saying it's smaller.
Smaller than
It's
what?
not what they believe.
You've seen it. You look at it.
No, but what I'm saying is they're saying that it's smaller. It's not as big as what they say.
Yeah.
And it's not
If
that
it was
far
smaller,
away. And also the moon's closer too.
if it was smaller,
That's why you can see it.
it wouldn't generate that much heat. How's it generated? How are you going to the moon to
Dude,
40
I
degree
don't
day?
know, man.
I'm just saying. But it's so all the things that
I'm just telling you
all
what
the
they say.
theories that they have are so debunked. It's not.
There are some stuff that you go, oh yeah, okay. But
Hollow Earth is more believable than flat Earth.
I believe in Hollow Earth. I'm a Hollow Earth guy.
But wait, I'll keep reading. Humans wrote the Bible, and humans are Hess. Just said. So who cares if they say it's flat?
True.
And then Con says, have you looked into it? John says, nothing matters except Football Manager. Jeff says, hashtag Hess. Rob says, 11 people have now walked on the moon. Artemis says, no chance we went to the moon. Con is laughing. Here we go.
Con's a classic.
And then he says, you're on the deceiver's side.
Oh look, we like to we're not.
Wait, I'll finish them all and we'll go.
All right.
Artemis, little chance man walked on the moon in 1969. That's what Rob says. He's saying little chance man walked on the moon in 1969, but,
At the end of the day, if someone like Con came into this studio, we'll respect what he said.
Everyone's got their own opinion.
If they believe in it, that's fine.
But
Like,
I'm admitting this. It doesn't bother me that anyone believes in it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, you won't change my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's
fair enough.
That's like saying to me,
I'm more of a guy that sits on the fence and loves to hear what they're going to say.
yeah, no, I like it.
And
I'll give you
if the Earth was flat, it'd be interesting.
I'll give you a perfect example, right? Let me bring it. Everyone says I bring everything back to sport. It's like me saying I believe Michael Jordan's the best basketball player ever. You can believe LeBron James is the best. It's your opinion.
Yeah, of course.
But you're not going to change my opinion.
No, of course not.
That's it. And that's what I
Unless
believe.
unless they show you proof.
Even if
somehow.
they show me stats, I'm not going to believe he's better.
No, but if you saw it with your eyes, you would believe it.
Yeah, but I don't. I think Michael Jordan's better. It's like I think.
No.
It's like I think.
No.
It's like I think the Brazilian Ronaldo is better than Cristiano Ronaldo.
But if someone showed you that the Earth was flat, like actually took you in the sky and showed you, and you saw the ice wall, you saw it, then you'd believe it.
This is I think the biggest argument ever, right? You said satellite pictures could be fake, right?
They could be.
They could be, but why are there no fake satellite pictures of a flat Earth? Why are there all these satellite pictures of round Earth and round planets?
Because they don't want us to know about it.
Okay, but why are they there?
Because
right?
Why? Because the world wants us to believe that it's a round Earth.
And then the one I put back is people own telescopes, the common people. And you can see planets with your telescope. There's certain planets in our vision that you can see. Why the fuck are they round if our planet's flat? Why aren't the rest of the planets flat? Tell me. Because, they're not.
Unless what we're looking at is not real.
Yeah.
That's what
Why? You telling me there's a thing that we're in 2023, we're meant to be the most technologically advanced we've ever been. Are you telling me that before then they were technologically advanced enough to build something around us to...
If aliens were around, who knows?
Where are they?
I don't know.
Here? All right.
I don't know. This
let me go.
This is the unknown.
Just let me keep going.
The unknown.
Do you think people that have a tough time with reality are more susceptible to not understand common sense and that things could actually be how we see it? I agree with that.
I believe... Oh, you keep going with that.
Gravity is density and buoyancy, Con is saying. There you go. And Con is saying it's a theory, not a fact, gravity. But a flat earth is going to say that. Look into it, for fuck's sake, Kerry is saying. Listen, I've looked into it, and your theories, Con, will not change my mind. I'm telling you that, man.
They'll be interesting to hear though.
Listen,
I'll
I
be
take them
interested.
on board, but I don't believe them. And it's just me. Question everything Jess is saying. You like stuff Amanda's saying about you, Chris. You like stuff. You like stuff, so you keep talking.
I like stuff.
You like stuff, man.
What do you mean?
See my earlier comment about being 500 million up in Burj Khalifa building in Dubai? Yeah, see, that's what I said. It was not where I got to find it. Is that the tallest building in the world? Here we go. Yes, Chris. I've been 500 meters up in Dubai. I could not see beyond the sea with high-powered lens. Why is that? So Rob is saying he's done it himself.
Unless it's so far away, and then what they're showing us up there is not real.
Yeah, I know. But he's saying...
I'm just saying.
No, but you said people that done it, he's done it, and he's saying it. So there you go. I can't believe flat Earth. That's why he's saying can't believe flat Earth. So that's him, he's saying.
I told you about the story about the...
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. Like
I told you about the yachts that went around.
Around Antarctica.
Race.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if that's
yeah.
true, then it debunks it.
Yeah, so we read Rob, and then Con is saying, oh my God, whatever, to Rob's comment.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't, if you're going to have an argument, you got to give credit to the other.
Con is saying, I don't want to change your opinion. No, I'm not saying you do, Con. I'm just saying,
no, just bring.
I will never believe the flat Earth.
If we can get facts out, what facts there are, that'll be nice to know.
Con is saying that's a closed-minded approach by me, he said. Very closed-minded approach.
Why would they do it, though? Why would they lie to us is another question. If it's flat, why are they...
Amanda's saying, why don't they want us to know about it?
Yeah.
John says, how come at school the Earth was a globe? And he goes, oh my God, the Mandela effect.
Well, we went to
We did.
Dawes Road, so...
Satellites don't exist, Con is saying. If satellites don't exist...
I thought they would,
okay,
didn't they?
I'll ask you this right now. If satellites do not exist, how do you use GPS?
That's true.
How do you use the internet?
No. How do you use GPS? Global Positioning System, satellites, telling you where to go. If they don't exist, how do you use it? Explain it to me.
How about satellites that you put on the dish? Like, say, my husband a satellite.
See, I don't disagree with this.
Hit the satellite, and then it comes down.
Listen, I don't disagree with this. Con is saying to me, he goes, Kerry, they lie to us. I know they lie to us about things,
100%.
but not about flat Earth. They lie to us about many things, mate,
Look,
trust me.
I think we have to question a lot of things that, I was telling you today, maybe history's been erased.
GT23 said, oh my God, icefall. Hey, and he's laughing at Chris.
There could be an ice wall. Who knows?
Why do things drop down? Don't at me is agreeing with me. Exactly. Why do things fall? Drop a pencil. Proof. Jess is saying, when I fly internationally, the map on the back of the headrest is round. Debate settled, John says. Case closed by Johnny G. Don't at me says.
Right,
and Con's laughing.
Hey, look, it's a fun subject to debate, isn't it? Because there's actually people that believe in it. So
listen, people can have their belief. It's like, I watched this thing with Louis. Remember I said Louis Theroux, I love him, the documentarian, where he went with the alien. He goes to the people that believe that they've seen aliens. And he was there, and they go, yeah, we'll take you. It's on TV, man, on Stan.
Yeah.
They go, we'll take you, Louis. We'll show you the aliens tonight. They come every night at this time.
And he goes, and no one's there.
He goes there, and they're there, and he goes, oh, I don't think they're coming tonight, man. He goes, oh, we'll come back tomorrow. He goes, no worries. He's near where they think Area 51 is.
Yeah. I've
Nevada.
Seen that. Yeah.
And he goes back with them the next night, and they go,
there.
oh, I don't think they're coming, Louis. And Louis says to him, because he tries to keep an open mind.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Whatever. And he leaves. And then he goes, well, there you go. Like, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I don't know.
It's interesting.
I want to understand why people refuse reality so hard. What's the psychology behind it?
Yeah, but everyone's got their I guess now with the internet,
there's different reality.
and especially now that with the pandemic and everyone looks at conspiracy more now. People are saying they're being awake and all this stuff, and so you can think if they can lie about that, then why couldn't they lie about that? That's probably
I've got a question.
the way they think.
If the flat Earth theory has been around since the Don's saying, since they wrote, it's talked about in the Bible and that, right?
Yeah.
I've got a question. Can you be an atheist and believe in flat Earth?
That's a good question.
If it was talked about in the Bible and they started it, Can you turn around and say
won-
you're an atheist but believe in flat Earth?
I wonder if there's
or
an
do you have to
atheist.
be religious and believe in flat Earth?
I wonder if there's an atheist that believes in flat Earth.
Con, tell us.
Nah, Con's probably religious. So.
No, I'm saying, can you? I'm asking. I don't know.
It's a very interesting topics.
Jess, see my earlier comment. Humans will continue to deny the truth to save face. Price and ego are powerful motivators, Rob says. There you go. They do it to save face. We aren't that special, Dan says. And then Jess is saying, yes, totally agree. Con is saying evil. Humans should talk about erasing ego more, Jess says. We live in an evil world, Con says. Yeah, well, we know
I
that.
agree. Well,
and then
we
Con
do.
is saying, yes, you can be an atheist and believe in flat Earth. Whoa.
Oh, there you
There you
go.
go. We do
Yeah,
live in
so-
an evil world. I agree with you
Oh, I
there,
agree.
Jess is saying.
Yeah, we do.
I'm just a nice guy living in an evil world, John says. Oh, that's debatable.
The nice guy part.
Yeah,
is debatable.
definitely. I don't
Evil,
know.
evil. I agree with that one.
The nice guy's full debatable. If John was a nice guy, he would have taken the night off work and come here.
100%.
100%.
100%.
So he's, no, I'm gonna
He's
have
a nice
to-
guy.
Hashtag in debate. Hashtag debatable, John is. We'll make a shirt for him that says hashtag debatable.
All right, no worries.
You know what I said to Jess? I want to make a shirt. You know, like how when you go, say you go to Macca's or something, right? And you order, anyway, you order food, even at a restaurant, right? And the people go to you, oh, enjoy your meal. And people always turn around and go, yeah, you too. But they're not having a meal, are they? I said, I want to make a shirt that says, oh, enjoy your meal. And then it says, yeah, you too. Because, they always go to you, enjoy your meal. And you go, yeah, you too.
What do you mean? Why?
Yeah, no, but everyone does it. But why? Because they're not having a meal. But people
I
just
never
do it.
say. I never say you too.
People will always do it.
don't.
They're like, yeah, you too. It's like, yeah. Oh. And then you're like, oh, yeah, but what do you say if they say, do you enjoy your meal? Do you go, oh, yeah, just thanks?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's good, though. But then that means you're onto it.
I never say you too.
So many people go, yeah, you too.
They're like, I wish I was
Yeah,
eating.
that's the best.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. No,
What is it? Jesus is a fictional character, Con. So Con's obviously atheist.
Jesus is a fictional character.
There you go.
Well, see, I know a lot of people that would disagree with that, but
And then Rob says, Con, you mean my author-signed copy of the Bible is fake? Oh, no. Shit.
far out.
And then Johnny G says, Chris looks like an eagle.
I
And
do.
Con says, man lies. Man does lie.
Well, what's the point of it? Like Amanda said, like, why would they lie about around Earth? Oh,
talk-
flat Earth, sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Why would
Talk
they? Why would
about a world that operates with no ego on a podcast, Jess says. There won't be. There was no world that operates with no ego. It's all ego
they? Of course.
driven. The power is all ego driven.
Well, humans are anyway.
Humans, that's what I'm saying. The power is all
Maybe
ego.
in like, the planet Vulcan, there would be
The Vulcans are just for the people.
Yeah.
Vulcan. They're
maybe it
wild.
might be different there, but yeah.
Dr.
you're right.
Lazarus would know.
Dr. Lazarus.
That's wild.
We are Thermians. I wish I could meet a Thermian.
Oh, man, Thermians are wild.
I love
No
to-
way Jesus is a fictional character. Don't at me says. Jess says Jesus says. We
Oh,
live in
man.
2023 AD. Don't at me says.
20
And then John says, I'm a Jesus fan.
Jesus is wild.
Many of people have told me that when my hair's down and I have my beard, I look a bit like Jesus.
You know how you look like if you wore glasses,
Glasses?
like those round ones,
Yeah.
and you got some salt and you did this over some steak, you look like Salt Bay.
But what, does he have long hair?
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy was. You're just telling me Salt Bay and I still don't know who he is. Is he like a real shit chef or something?
He's like the guy that went on the World Cup. He went on the ground when they were
Yeah.
celebrating and like made a fool of himself. He was
Who
like
is he?
he was like taking pictures, holding the cup. You're not even supposed to hold the cup. That's how sacred
Not
the
if you're
cup it is.
not if you're not part of the team.
No,
no.
and he was holding it, kissing it, biting it, biting.
You know what he sounds like? Remember everyone said we've patented this? He sounds like a knob.
No, I'm just saying because you got the hair. And
I'm
you
way
put the
be-
glasses on. You got this.
I didn't even
you'd
know
be
him.
Salt Bay, man.
Listen, there's a bit of ego here. I didn't even know him, and I'm telling you, I'm way better looking.
Chat, do you reckon if KP slicked the hair back a little bit, had the bun, put the glasses on, got
Listen,
the salt,
I'm telling
Salt
you,
Bay or not?
I'm
Salt
telling
Bay?
you, I don't even know him, but I'm way better looking. All right?
You are.
Ego driven.
And he's Turkish, which is
Oh, that's terrible. Don't compare me to him. Terrible. You're not allowed to compare a
sorry for any
Cypriot.
Turks.
Not allowed to
watching.
compare a Cypriot to a
Sorry.
Turk, man. What's this? Look, the chat is just going mad, man. I have my own personal Jesus. Oh, wait, that's a song, Rob said. God is good all the time, all the time. God is good, Jess said. Says the line. Great song, Jess says to Rob. None taken, Jesus forgives, John says. God is good, Con says. Forgiveness is wild. I don't know about that. Satan is evil, Con says. Well, listen, this is the fact I always make to people. If you believe in Satan, you have to believe in God.
True.
Because Satan is
A fallen angel.
a fallen angel banished to hell by God. So if you say you believe in Satan, you can't say you don't believe in God.
Yeah, it's funny how people who believe in Satan
Say that there's no
they-
God.
but then they don't see, like, how can they not know that God
That's
is more
right.
powerful?
Yeah, you have to believe in God if you
So
believe in Satan.
strange.
Like that's just a fact.
So strange. Anyway,
GT23 says, KP, you do look like JC. Bless you. Jesus Christ. There you go.
maybe you are. Maybe
Oh,
he's the
man.
maybe he's the second coming.
Jesus, they mean. Let's
Jesus.
superimpose KP's image on a dishcloth and auction it on eBay, Rob says.
Dude, you know what? We could say that Salt Bake is coming to the studio
Rob
to cut some steaks, and people believe it.
Rob always said when I shave, and it was true at the time, I think, when I shave, I don't shave as much now, that I look like Kun Aguero. He's a soccer player.
Oh, yeah.
And when Rob said it, I ended up getting the nickname from people Kun. They were calling me
really?
that more than... Because at the time, I was probably younger. And when I shave, I do probably look a lot like him.
Is that
Which was upsetting because he's a Man City player, but, you know.
Is that why you call yourself Kundro?
Yeah, that's from that.
Oh.
John started that.
Oh, right.
Because Kun from Kundro, and then, you know.
I mean,
John says, I'm an organ donor. Con says, I believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus, he said.
well, you must be Muslim then. Muslims
So
believe in
I
Jesus,
believe in
but
God. I
they
don't
don't
believe
believe
in Jesus.
Muslims believe in God, and they believe in Jesus, but not that Jesus is the Son of God. They just believe he's a prophet. So maybe he might be Muslim.
No one on an airplane about to crash is an atheist, Dam said. Because they all say, God, save us.
No, true. Is that right?
I don't know. So how many gods are there? Nordic, Greek, Roman, Allah?
The Greek gods are wild.
That's what Rob said. But they're not considered, the Greek gods, they're like the Nordic god. They're not considered like God. They're mythology. They're not considered factual. They're meant to be like Zeus, Thor. This is going through their mythology.
Well, a lot of people would say that, atheists would say that Jesus was fact.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But like
not real.
the Greeks, let's say we're Greeks, Cypriot, whatever. We accept that the Greek gods are mythology. But then there's Greeks that are religious that believe in God. But they will accept that Zeus is made up.
How long ago, so the Greeks became Christian pretty much after
I don't know,
Jesus died?
The Don will know.
Probably. Because they would have believed...
Well, they're
before-
Orthodox.
Yeah, before they became Orthodox, I'm just trying to think...
What were
when
the
they
Greeks
became-
were before they were Orthodox, Don?
They used to believe in the gods.
In what Greek mythology?
Yeah. He just loved... He's
What
loving...
did the Greeks believe
loved
before
looking
they
at-
were Orthodox? Did they believe in the gods?
Yeah, gods.
They believe in
Like Zeus.
the gods of Olympus.
That's what I'm saying, like Zeus.
Yeah, but after Jesus died, is that when the Christians came to Greece and
They were.
showed them the way of the Orthodox and that?
That's right.
So that would have been 1500 years ago.
Andreas Philippou says hello, boys.
My namesake was crucified in Patra,
Oh, really?
Saint Andrew.
Saint
Yeah, Andrew, there you go.
So we're saying Greeks. Before Orthodox religion, they believed in Zeus,
They did.
Poseidon,
They did.
the gods of Olympus.
Yes.
So obviously, I don't know what
Aphrodite.
the Norwegian people are, let's say, or whatever.
Thor. It was
Yeah,
Thor.
so before the Nordic people, I don't know, are they Catholic?
Valhalla.
Yeah, but are they Catholic, the Nordic people?
No. Oh, now they
So
are.
before
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were Catholic, they believed in Thor and Odin. Odin is their Zeus. He's the king.
Yeah, Odin. Odin.
Odin
right.
is the king.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Zeus. So they believed in Odin, and before they were Catholic.
Yeah, yeah.
So what? So what are the Italian gods?
Same as Zeus, I think.
No, they don't
Same.
believe in ours.
No, Zeus.
Ours is
Oh,
ours
different.
are Mount Olympus. They believed in what are their ones? They're not as popular, obviously.
Well,
I can't remember. I thought Italy was Greece at one point.
You just say that to Italians.
was,
to piss
it
them off,
was.
don't you?
It was
uh,
before the Roman
Yeah,
Empire.
probably.
they were captured by the Greeks, and the Greeks built Pompeii.
Yeah, they built Pompeii. Yeah.
Yeah, but who were the Italian gods? There had to be some
don't
gods
know.
they believed in. They didn't believe in Mount Olympus. No way.
Aphrodite is Venus, right?
Okay. Oh, they would have believed in the ones that Shazam, Solomon.
Cupid.
Yeah, okay.
Eros is Cupid.
Mercury, Solomon.
Mercury,
Yeah, all those ones.
but-
Okay.
Looks like
Ah,
Con's threading the towel.
Why? Jupiter.
Jupiter is the head of the Roman gods.
Hey, Don, what was it like serving in the Last Supper? Why didn't you get an invite?
Who,
That's what Rob said.
Rob,
Yeah.
I'm getting an invite
Okay.
for another supper on Saturday.
That's wild. I have no idea why everyone is in groups, though. I'm only familiar with Christians and Catholics. Well, we are Greek Orthodox. So, Orthodox is, I mean, we're all Christians, but Orthodox and Catholic is a different, you know.
Yeah.
What was around first? Catholics or Orthodox?
Orthodox.
Yeah, Orthodox was first, wasn't it?
Oh,
It
maybe.
was. No, it was definitely
I
around
think
first.
maybe
Mate,
Oh,
it
no.
was definitely around first.
In the, I think the 1200.
Orthodox would have been around first.
I think Catholics were in England, weren't they?
Well, no.
I don't know. We're gonna go back into history, guys.
Rob says all of these groups meet the definition of cult, and that's what I said. Religion these days is like that, yeah. So, oh yeah.
But it's,
Johnny G says Mario, religion is to control. Just says good night, boys, and goes, oh, there it was. See you, Con. Great to have you in.
See ya,
Everything
Con.
is a cult. Just saying good night, night, bro. Sweet dreams, Con says. Thank you. Good night, Con. Damn says good night, friends. Artemis says, oh, good night, Artemis. Thanks for joining in. Italy
sure
had
you-
gods and goddesses. Rob is saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, was Jupiter was the king of their gods? I think, yeah.
make sure you subscribe, guys.
Roman Catholics, I could be wrong, damn. He says, yeah, but Orthodox was before Catholic.
Yes.
Definitely.
And in Byzantine,
And then
Byzantine are the true Greeks, aren't they?
no, it was the main church. The patriarch was in charge of
Yeah.
the
But
whole.
what I'm saying, Byzantines are the true Greeks, aren't
And
they?
then the skies came on and they split.
We're going to have the Don on to talk. We don't know about this shit. He could describe all this.
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll have you on.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because you don't learn this.
Yeah, no, but you did. It was your country. You learned it in school probably because
Mm.
it's your. It's not our. They're not going to teach us. They teach us how to speak Chinese here.
Don't you,
Well, it's true. They teach us stupid shit.
don't they teach you religion?
No, we never had religion in school.
Oh.
Unless you go to a Catholic school or something. Public school doesn't teach religion.
Not anymore.
No. They didn't. I never did religion in school.
Maybe back in the day, like in the 60s, 70s, they probably did, but not now.
No, we didn't do that.
Do they teach you geography?
Geography, they do, like
Oh,
social studies.
yeah, but to a degree, you
Yeah.
can. Not a lot. No.
Yeah.
Ah,
Anyway, what's the chat saying now?
Con says, check this vid out, but I don't see the vid.
What vid? Does it-
Loving the Don's input, damn, says he's a wise guy. Are you saying he's a wise guy as in like he knows a lot? Or yeah, no, he's a wise guy. Like, Bugs Bunny wise guy. You know what I mean? Jess says, I had religion at school, but Jess, you went to a public school and a private school. Was that not at the public school? I don't think.
That was a nice goal.
Like, I don't know.
Anyway.
Not that for back in the day, Jess is saying. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, we don't, we didn't learn that stuff. The Don definitely knows a lot.
No,
Damn,
he's
is
a
saying.
walking encyclopedia.
He's you know, if there was no internet and you were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, your phone call would be the Don. You know what I mean? If you didn't need Google.
Your lifeline would be the Don.
If your lifeline was no Google, it'd be the Don.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
wild.
I think Don't At Me. He missed the Don last time.
When he came on.
Yeah.
Damn, didn't you see him? He came on. He
He
made
missed out.
private did just the same. That's what I'm saying. Private schools do because they're all private schools are effectively religious schools.
Yeah.
No private school is, you know, or unless you go to like a Greek one like St. George or
Yeah, but if you go to Dawes Road, there's
no
nothing there.
public schools like Unley, Dawes Road, Adelaide
Well, no.
High. They're not
I thought there was like church there because there was like that, you know, that
the
thing.
Tower Arts Centre.
Yeah. I first went down. Oh, this will be church.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
That would have been a church back in the day,
That's-
obviously.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day it would have been. Yeah, I would say so. Fuck, I missed out. Damn, says he made an appearance, man. Who was on with us when the Don came on?
Me, Jimbo.
Me, you, and Jim.
Yeah, so if you go back on our
I
last,
can't remember which one
not
it was.
last episode, it was the
but
Chris,
the one before.
Chris Kringle.
Chris Kringle
at the
episode.
end,
He filled in for
the
Krillin.
last like half an hour.
Yeah, he came in for Krillin. That's all right.
So yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh no, we didn't mean. Jess goes, I'll sit out on the religion episode. I didn't mean we'll have the Don in to talk about religion. I meant about the gods, like because he knows all the stuff about the mythology. Mythology.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's not religion. That's, you know.
I don't know how we started talking about religion.
I don't know because I just said what was first, Orthodox or Catholic.
No. But before that, we were just going into the religion.
No idea.
I think
'Cause we're
someone
saying
said
it's cults.
Jesus. Someone says Jesus. That's why.
Yeah, probably.
Hey,
Yeah, because I look like him.
you guys that are on the chat make the conversation go. So
That's it.
if it comes up,
Thank you, Don't At Me. Andreas Philippou says, I think the Don is saying thanks, man. You know, he's there. He wrote thanks to you.
Don is there.
So
It's been a good podcast, man.
it has been good, man. So
We-
I mean, we'll go back to our topic. So I said I actually believe that he's probably set all this up. I said about Tate. I mean, we'll hit back on that. And you said, what's your thoughts on it all?
I believe that he is getting done by he's got a big mouth, and the powers to be don't like it.
Listen, before you
And-
keep going, I said, if you've predicted that he dies mid-year,
Yeah.
that's the biggest prediction, bro.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Well,
What
I think
what
so.
percentage are you on
Oh,
that he dies this year?
60%.
Fuck.
60%.
Shit.
Yeah.
60. Dude. Okay, I'll tell you this right now. If he dies mid-year, I'll believe your side. I'll say they wanted him.
You can believe whatever you want.
No. That
I
will
mean-
make me believe it because why else would he be dead?
Yeah, true. We'll see what happens, but I think he's going to come out and then but you know, you could be, look, I'm still saying that you could be right too.
Yeah,
But
no, I agree. I know. What
I'm
you're
just saying I reckon that it's going to come out that he's, you know, they didn't charge him, blah, blah, blah. And then he's going to be going even more crazier than he was before. And then, they're probably going to kill him, I reckon.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
But I don't know. We'll see how. I hope not. I hope he stays alive because, you know, it's good to have different opinions in the.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always
Yeah.
good to always hear the same opinions, and you know, it's good to have something different on there.
John says, laugh out loud. Chris trying to wrap it up, not in KP's world. Well, that's why we're wrapping it up. I was in his world and I ended on our topic. John's
John's a crazy guy.
John's terrible. I was trying to wrap it up. I went back to our topic so we could wrap it up. Like that was completely on the question. Like fucking John.
John's wild.
John, I have to when he's here for the watch along, I'm gonna give him a stunner.
On live
Live stunner.
TV stunner.
Live TV stunner.
And I want Rob to count the 3.
Rob says on a future episode soon, let's all make a prediction for 2023. Well, mate, Chris has just made one which is out of this world. Like, if that happens, I'll make a prediction. Man United make the top 4.
Aren't they in the top 4 anyway?
They'll make it, though. Everyone said they weren't going to make it. Man United title winners.
I thought you were going to say like Putin's going to drop a nuke or something.
Nah, I don't think that any of that will ever happen. I don't think we will live through a world. I feel so sorry for the people that did make, because there should never be wars, and any war is a bad war.
Of course.
I don't think we'll ever live through a world war. I don't think we will. I just don't think we will.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
I don't think we'll ever see a nuke.
Nah, I don't think we will,
I think
man.
it's just scared.
I think I agree. I
Yeah.
just, you know.
I mean, there's people that are, you know, there's a war going on in Ukraine.
Like,
and
people
whatnot.
might say it's incompassionate by me in that, but like, I always say with the thing with Russia and Ukraine, it's their countries where they've got their own problems.
It's been going on for ages
No,
now.
but we shouldn't even be involved in it.
No.
We don't even need to know about it because Ukraine and Russia have had their own conflict since they've split.
Yeah.
Why are we involved in it?
No, we
Let
shouldn't
them,
be involved.
Exactly.
No.
Let them have their own conflict. Like, whatever.
100%.
And people might say that's not compassionate, but listen, I don't want people to die. I'm not saying that. But we shouldn't be involved in their war. Like when America should never have been involved in the Vietnam War. They should never have been involved in the Afghan thing. Why?
But the reason they get involved is because there's ulterior motives.
Exactly.
To like oil and
Exactly,
gas.
mate. Exactly.
You know, when they went into Afghanistan, they went after
Of course.
oil and that.
Of course.
So it's just the way it is, man. It's money.
My
talks.
prediction is Novak wins the Australian Open, Dam said.
Novak was in Adelaide, and he loved it here. How cool was that?
Rob made a good one. England rejoins Europe. Brexit, rest in peace.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Rob knows about financials, man. Maybe he knows something.
Obviously,
I don't know.
the financial. I reckon
What do you think about that, Don?
Yeah.
Do you agree with Rob?
I don't know. I probably do agree, but
There you go.
I'm not interested in that.
No, he's just making a prediction.
There's one thing.
Oh, what's the Don's prediction for 23?
Hang on.
The one thing you can bank on, KP, is that interest rates will keep rising.
My prediction is that the Don will go to Cyprus this year. But that's what the Don said. There you go. So we know the Don's going to Cyprus. That's wild. Cyprus is wild.
What else will happen?
Well, we don't know.
I like that one by Rob. Is a pretty big prediction, though, isn't it?
Your
one, that's not a prediction. That's a fact. Interest rates will rise. England rejoins Europe. Brexit, rest in peace.
I reckon.
They probably want that, don't they? Like,
They probably do.
I reckon like there's gonna be a lot of famous people die this year.
Yeah, they all.
Like five. I reckon 5 famous people will die.
but I agree with that. Famous people die all the time.
they
I don't know,
always do.
but real big ones.
Like big soccer people have already died this year. Like Pele,
LA, yeah.
we didn't talk about it. Rest in peace
Rest
to
in
the
peace.
the king, arguably the greatest. Listen, without Pele, football is not what it is today, and that's a fact. Whether you think he's the greatest ever or not, without Pele,
Yeah. Oh.
football is not what it is, and that's just a fact, right? He died. Gianluca Vialli died of cancer at 58. Another big famous soccer player. That's 2 huge names have already died.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying like
No, so I'm saying like it happened.
someone
like,
that
they did.
like that everyone knows, like those people that you just mentioned. I know everyone knows Pele, but
Pele.
the other guy.
Everyone, no, I'm saying, but everyone knows Pele.
Yeah, but I'm
Everyone,
saying,
even
Pele. Everyone knows Pele,
everyone knows Pele.
but like someone. I'm talking about like a movie star or someone like people like that. are
Yeah,
gonna
but you
die.
know, like they always say, Kevin Hart was saying it, right? He's a movie star, right?
Yeah.
He goes, what people don't understand is, he goes, movie stars, he says it in his stand-up, he goes, we're nothing compared to the athletes. He goes, we don't have money like them. He goes, and more people know the athletes than they know the movie stars because it's bigger.
Yeah.
Like LeBron James died. Michael Jordan died. It was huge. When Kobe Bryant died, it was massive. Wasn't
It
it?
was
Like the
massive.
athletes are huge.
Well,
Because
maybe
the thing
athlete.
is about a movie star, they can make a movie, get royalties and that, but an athlete that's big time just keeps getting paid. Like they're huge.
Oh yeah, it's just I
wonder
don't
who
know,
it
I
will
don't know
be.
who.
I wonder who it will be.
I don't know.
Listen,
Might be anyone.
okay, like we said, no, it will. I agree with what he said. It will happen. Pele's the big one. We said that. More will happen. There'll be more. I agree. There'll be more. I do agree with you. That'll happen.
Yeah, and I just think HFD will rise to unprecedented levels.
Yeah. I didn't know Pele just said.
Oh, there you go. See,
Jess doesn't care about
Jess didn't
sport.
know
Jess
Pele.
does not care about sport in any way. So, that's fair.
I wonder if Amanda knew Pele. She must have.
Francisco Gento, rest in peace. Rest in peace. 6 UCLs for Real Madrid. Rob said, there you go. There's another soccer player.
He did too.
Like it, GT23. For fuck's sake, Chris, pick a name. Rob says.
I don't know, man.
About he wants you to pick a name, someone that you think is going to pass away.
All right, Jim Carrey.
Whoa! Don't say that. I love him.
Just saying a
Jim
name.
Carrey. Hope that doesn't come true. Joe Biden or Putin for sure. Rest in peace, Rob says.
I hope I'm wrong because I don't want anyone to
Imagine
die.
one of them. Joe Biden or Putin.
Oh, Joe Biden's gone for sure.
Yeah, but Putin's not well either, is he?
Yeah.
I don't think he's well. Apparently he's. Well, Biden's in his 80s, isn't he?
Or maybe Donald Trump could die.
Listen,
He's
I
old.
still stand by the thing. Like, the Don always pays me out. He says, I bring things back to Seinfeld. I still stand by the thing that Jerry says. It's like, why do these guys that rule countries, they never need prior experience to getting this job?
I know.
And he says it. He's like, they never turn around to Trump, for example, or Obama, Putin, and say, oh, so what are your previous experiences in running a country? They just give them the job.
I know.
Whereas you get any other job, they're like, where's your reference? Where's your prior?
Exactly.
But to run a country, you never need prior experience, and you just get the job.
I know.
It's fucking stupid. When you think about it, that should mean I don't need prior experience to get a job. Just give it to me. If you can give a job, the most important job in the world, you don't need any experience.
So that means that if Trump runs again, he's had
prior experience, so he could have it. That's right. But you know what I mean? It's like
that's funny.
it's like when he says it, it's so basic and people laugh, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Like they just get these jobs with, you'd never run a country. Like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Well, he's in his 80s, isn't he, Biden?
Yeah, he's in. Yeah, and most time,
I think he's a bit senile, isn't he?
most times that he talks, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's a bit. He's a
Doesn't
bit
know what
out
he's talking
there.
about. But
Oh well. All right. Well, we've said what we think our Andrew Tate's fate's going to be. We've said what we think about flat Earth. We've said a few things tonight. We've talked about mythology.
it's
We've
been
talked about
nice.
a lot of things.
I mean, the first episode was a bit of a bang.
It was a bit of a bang.
It was a bit of a bang, and we had a lot of people in the chat, and yeah, it's been a good night.
we did. So
It's good to be back.
the next time you will see us live will be the Manchester Derby on Saturday night. Will be a watch along. Will be me, John, Rob, and the Don will probably sit in as well. So there will be 4 of us. Because he's going to watch the game, he may as well sit in. What do you reckon?
Why not?
We've got to have him in. It'll be the Don's second appearance, and we're going to have to get some food and some stuff out there for that night. But it'll be Manchester Derby.
Oh, you can take some pizza home.
Yeah, we'll take some pizza home. And if anyone doesn't know, we did a watch along for the last Manchester Derby, and me and John sat there while Rob reveled in his victory.
I
of
remember that.
6-3,
Yeah.
And he harassed us and paid us out, and we dealt with it. So hopefully this weekend,
And they'll
Man United can get the win and we can get some back.
and they'll be under the KP and Johnny show.
That will be. Still, the HFD podcast, KP. Manchester Derby, be there, Rob says. Dan says, looking forward to seeing the Don. Biden is a walking gaff, really. Don't at me says as well. So, yeah, that'll be the next time you see us live. But again, next week we'll have another podcast. That's what we do. We don't know what night, and hopefully we can get a few more than just 2 of us. Hopefully tonight that all 3 or 4 of us can come on.
Yeah.
If not, we'll see what we can do.
And guys, don't forget our merch. Our merch is like unreal.
Yeah, that's it.
You're gonna see us wearing it soon.
Added what I was going to say. He says, or be square. So, yeah, be there or be square. So
Yeah, but yeah, make sure you check out our merch, guys. hfdmerch.myspreadshop.com.
that's it.
.au. Got some really cool stuff there. So, KP, it's been a pleasure, man.
It has been a pleasure. There was one other thing I wanted to say because we wanted to say it together before we go, guys. We were going to make a short and put it out and that, but the one thing we did want to say was when we were going to say Happy New Year and that, we want to say thank you so much to all the viewers for supporting us because we do this for them, don't we? Sure. Our HFD community. We love you guys so much. Everyone that tunes in, like we've said it, everyone, our partners, everyone that comes in, everyone that supports us. We do this for you guys, the guys that, come in the chat and just thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We wanted to say that, so.
And it's thanks a lot. And it's gonna be really cool year this year.
It is. It's gonna be a big year for us.
Heaps of watch-alongs, a lot of watch-alongs actually.
That's it. But it's gonna be a big year for HFD. We've got our milestone 50 episode coming up in 4 episodes. So
join our Discord as well, guys. If you ever want to be part of the Discord,
it's in the link.
We do talk in there to people. So, and if you want to give us ideas on any topics you want us to discuss,
that's right.
We're gonna have more people getting more interviews.
That's right. Jess says good night. Have a top week all.
Good
Yeah.
night, guys. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming, and we'll see you next time. Stay
There you
hunky.
go.
Goodbye, my friends.
Thank you.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Exactly.
See you later, guys.